sure there's butter on it.
We got someone here?
Yeah, we got Michael Jackson here.
No, really.
A guy who wrote a book about Michael Jackson. We're gonna bring him in.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm very nervous. I can't get those words out, man. I'm having a stroke.
Relax. Don't joke about that. You're getting to that age. Ian, good morning.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
So what brings you down to the show today?
Just coming to talk about my book.
Your book. It's about the late Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you write about exactly?
I wrote about the last few years of his life. I went undercover in his camp, posed as a hairdresser, and to get the story behind the story of Michael.
So you have a lot of dirt, I guess.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of stuff. It's balanced and it's in depth, and it's the story that no one else has ever revealed before, and it's very important that all Michael's fans, his detractors, read the book to really get the proper story of what went down.
You just want everyone to know the truth?
Yeah, that's, I think Michael wants everyone to know the truth, and he wanted this book to come out.
And you feel Howard is a good platform for this?
We're going to find out.
We are. All right, man. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next is Ian Halperin. I don't know if you've been reading about it. He was working on a book about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And the book, actually, the premise was that he, after the second child molestation charges in that trial, he wanted to really look into whether or not Michael Jackson was a child molester, because he kind of felt, that he was.
Right.
And when he started to investigate, he really felt that he came to the conclusion Michael Jackson was not a child molester.
What is Michael
Right,
Jackson,
Ian?
or what was Michael Jackson?
Ian, by the way, welcome to the show. Your book is getting a lot of press now. It was kind of actually lucky that Michael Jackson died. It makes it even more important, right?
Well, timing's everything in life. It's number 2 today, and maybe we'll get to number 1. But, I set out to nail Michael Jackson. I'm an investigative undercover journalist.
How'd you get started in that?
Are you undercover right now?
Yeah, you're wearing dark glasses.
It's, here. We'll see where we go.
Keep your glasses on.
Yeah, that's it.
You're undercover as a secret agent.
Yes.
First of all, when Michael was acquitted in 2005...
How'd you get to be a top-notch reporter? Like, where did you work, and how do you become an investigative
Howard,
reporter?
I've been doing this 20-odd years. It's not like I've just arrived in town here. I've been around the block.
It's not an attack. He's asking for your credentials.
I'm trying to tell my audience what your credentials are.
Howard, I'm the only guy to infiltrate the Church of Scientology. I posed undercover as a gay actor in the church. They let me in to film everything. I told them I wanted to be cured of my alleged homosexuality.
Right.
And they let me in for months. I told them my uncle he invented. I said he had all kinds of dough, and he was going to invest 50 to 100 million as a tax write-off.
And you wrote a book about that,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay.
I did.
So you've been writing books and investigating different situations. Michael Jackson became interesting to you because here there was this big trial. Nobody really knew if he was a child molester or not. I always felt...
Because we never really got a trial.
Like you, I always felt he was, because I said, what kind of adult male sleeps with children? And I've heard the whole thing about he didn't have a childhood and all that. Wow. I didn't have a childhood, much of one, and I'm not sleeping with any kids. So why would you then believe he wasn't a child molester? What made you believe he wasn't?
Well, first of all, let's backtrack.
Okay. All right.
Michael's acquitted in 2005. I think we have another O.J. Simpson running around.
Right.
And, I'm out to nail him. I said, enough's enough. California, they seem to miss every celebrity case. And I said, I'm going to prove that this guy is guilty.
Right.
So I set out on this odyssey, thousands of interviews, secret court documents, everything I accessed. 4 years later, I conclude unwaveringly, this guy never molested children.
So what do you think was going on? That he didn't molest children, but it was weird that he,
Why did he keep getting these accusations?
Yeah, the classic profile of a pedophile is one that, like a guy who doesn't have a lot of money will usually go to a neighborhood, get himself a video game, set up his house like an arcade, get the local neighborhood kids to come over and play, And in a sense, to me, Neverland always looked like a one big, giant, expensive arcade with a carousel and all that stuff. It looked like the classic pedophile profile. True?
Yeah, but you can never judge a book by its cover here. The fact is, Michael Jackson never had a proper childhood. Joe Jackson beat the crap out of him. You could ask his high school principal. By all accounts, Joe Jackson, he was a scumbag to Michael. And Michael Jackson...
I believe you're right. I mean, Joe Jackson was just interviewed the other day. In fact, I was going to play this tape before you came in. I didn't get to it. But he was saying how, I never beat Michael Jackson. Once in a while, I had to discipline him, but the mother, Catherine, beat him way more than I did.
Oh, now it's her fault.
And he seems to be very focused on getting word out there that he really is responsible for Michael's talent, that if it wasn't for him, he
Michael
molded Michael.
anything.
He made him the big superstar, all that kind of stuff. So Joe Jackson does not seem like a guy with his head screwed on straight.
You're absolutely right there. And, all these people are coming out of the woodwork now and rushing to Michael's defense when he's dead. They're digging up his skeleton. Where were these people all these months when Michael was, all these years? Michael's had drug addictions, all kinds of financial problems. You see LaToya Jackson selling her story. On one hand, she's saying, I couldn't get access to Michael. They wouldn't let us anywhere near him, his handlers, during the last months of his life. On the other hand, she just sells a story to News of the World as if she's the closest person to Michael. So, there's a lot of conflicting stories.
Because Joe Jackson keeps saying, too, I had a perfectly good relationship with my son. His handlers, his security people they treat him like Howard Hughes. They wouldn't let me near him. Now, everyone knows if Michael Jackson is paying security people, he's telling them who to keep out.
Yeah.
And in fact, his security people have said, no, Michael Jackson says to us, keep my dad away from me.
Right.
That's what he wanted.
And there's a good reason why he wanted his old man away from him. But getting back to what you're saying about Neverland.
What is the reason he wanted his old man? Didn't his old man always come up with cockamamie, like, hey, here, some guy give me $300,000, I want you to do this? He always wanted something,
his
right?
His old man was, an extortionist. That's all he wants. Michael was dough. He really didn't. He says he loved Michael, but the fact is he burned Michael repeatedly. Michael didn't trust him, and Michael was ashamed of how Joe raised him. He didn't give him a proper childhood, and that's what you're saying now about Neverland. Yeah, it looks. If you look at it, it looks like a perfect operation to run some pedophile ring, but he wasn't. Michael Jackson loved children. He only felt comfortable with children to communicate with, put trust in them. He brought them, let's face it here, he brought cancer patients, impoverished kids. Michael Jackson wanted to bring people together in this world, and he used Neverland as the medium.
So when people see that you wrote this book, the rap was, you were out to get him. You actually...
Dude,
now you're vindicating him.
You vindicated him.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Jackson is not a child molester. Howard, let's go back to 1993, Jordan Chandler case.
Okay.
I dug up an official court document that says the insurance company forced Michael to settle. They demanded that he settle. Michael Jackson broke down in tears. He maintained his innocence. And he insisted that he didn't want to settle, but the insurance company forced him to settle. Now, in my book, I detail this case. First of all, Jordan Chandler, he said that Jackson was circumcised. He said that Jackson had blotches, spots on his penis and the area. There was a raid on Neverland.
Right.
The cops descended on Jackson's house. This was the most demeaning moment of Jackson's life. He had to strip down,
right,
and be photographed.
Was he in fact circumcised?
No,
he was
Not
uncircumcised.
uncut.
So in
Jordan
other words,
Chandler's story didn't match.
I hadn't. You're bringing up some interesting points. I hadn't considered that it's true. When a guy like Michael Jackson has insurance, the insurance company can get very panicky and go ahead and settle a case without you.
That's right.
I didn't realize that. That is a good piece of evidence. Now, I didn't know that when the cops stripped Jackson, that the kid didn't describe the penis properly either.
That's right.
Well, we never
it's
got
all
to
in the
know
book,
that.
Howard. It's all in the book. Now let's go to 2005.
Yeah.
In any court of law, our Vizio case is not going forward. if Sneddon and all these investigators would have done due diligence, first of all, look at the principals involved. They had history of extortion attempts. These were not the most credible people to bring charges forward.
Right.
And, I once met the late, great Johnny Cochran in Toronto. I'm from Canada.
Yep.
It took a Canadian to crack this story, I think, because all the U.S. journalists, for some reason, they were sitting on their ass pretty. So I came here and wanted to crack this story. But Johnny Cochran I met in Toronto years ago, and he told me, he said, I asked him about the O.J. case. He said, we didn't win the O.J. case. The prosecution lost it. He said, never trust LAPD or the California. The 2005 case was tried in Santa Barbara. He told me, never trust them. Because when it comes to dealing with celebrity cases, and you're going to see this now, Howard, when the autopsies comes out and there's so many directions the Jackson case could go in now. First of all, Debbie Rowe, I think I hope she's listening today, because Debbie Rowe should be ashamed of herself.
Why?
Any mother who's pawning off her kids, I'm a father.
Right.
And it's unacceptable.
How much would it cost to get your kids?
For $12 million, I might give you a few of my kids.
No, I ain't giving my kid up. You could offer me all the dough in the world.
Of course, and any parent would
That's
feel
the
that
right
way.
answer.
And $13 million.
But wait a second. Now let's talk about that. All right, go ahead,
Howard. One more thing. Now you have this battle between Roe, the Jackson family. You have two undesirables. These are three precious kids. Michael was a doting father. Incredible dad.
Did you
by all
meet
accounts.
the kids? Did you have any access to the kids, actually?
I infiltrated the camp. I met Jackson one-on-one.
Yeah?
I've seen the kids in crowds. I haven't interviewed them.
What did you think when Jackson hung blanket off a balcony? That was bizarre.
He was stoned. He was high on drugs.
Right. That can't be a good father.
That's not a good father.
Well, when you're high like that, you don't know what you're doing. You got to look at the culprit, which are the doctors that are giving him these drugs. Arnold Klein, I've said all along, he's got to be held accountable. He's the ringleader.
Yeah,
Then we got to go
is that
to
what you?
all the-
This is. I don't know who you're talking about. But
That's the dermatologist.
Yeah,
that's the
who they
dermatologist.
thought might have fathered the two kids, maybe.
Yeah.
And do you know who the father of those kids are? Did you get into that?
Well, first of all,
Or the mother.
The biological father here and mother doesn't matter. There's only one parent for the kids. It's Michael Jackson.
Right. Debbie Rowe was more of an incubator. In other words, it wasn't her egg, and it wasn't Michael Jackson's sperm. So those kids were not biologically his. He became their father through...
But this was a business move for Michael.
Right.
He wanted to do it that way, with all due respect to him. I mean, the man's dead, but he was an incredible father. These kids are going to grow up.
But what did you think?
Only acknowledging Michael as their parent.
Yes, but why? What did you think? You certainly must have thought it was bizarre that Michael Jackson would walk around in public with these kids. I know he was afraid of them being kidnapped, this and that, the other thing. But putting the masks over their face, putting the things over their face, certainly a bizarre thing to put that kind of paranoia into
and
a
keeping
kid.
them away from everybody else.
And also, they didn't. Apparently, they don't even. They hardly know any other children. They haven't been schooled in a traditional sense.
Well, you're talking about the world's most famous person here, Michael Jackson. There's only maybe two people who could walk on this earth, and they can't walk anywhere without being recognized. It's probably Jackson and Muhammad Ali.
Right.
And the fact is, Michael wanted to protect his kids, shield them from all these paparazzi,
Right.
everyone.
Okay.
And it makes sense. He was an incredible parent, responsible. He homeschooled them for a great part himself.
Is that true?
Well, what did
Yes.
he know?
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well, hold on
I
here.
wouldn't give him too much.
Here's how to moonwalk.
he schooled them in OxyContin.
Michael Jackson is a highly educated person. I mean, he's one
He
of
is?
the artists. He has studied everyone, from Michelangelo to all the great. You ask Michael Jackson about
Yeah, but
music.
could he teach somebody to read and write?
Geometry.
And do
You know,
arithmetic and
Michael
all of that
Jackson
stuff, history.
was a very literate person, well-read. This is a student of art and life, and he wanted to do things his own way. He wanted to take his kids, which he did, and travel after he was acquitted in 2005, and give them a global view, a global education. He traveled
But
to
in your
Bahrain,
book-
to Ireland. Yes,
In
Howard.
your new book, you
Yes.
even state, and this is kind of odd to me, he was sitting and talking to his daughter, according to something in your book, his daughter Paris.
Yeah.
And he said to her, listen, honey, I don't think I'm going to be alive much longer, and I don't think I'm even going to make it to next Father's Day. Now,
That's
this
not
is
something you say to a kid.
You don't say that to. It's a very scary thing to say to a kid. I know if my mother said to me, "Listen, I don't think I'm going to go upstairs and go kill myself," or that's scary to a kid to say to them, "I'm never going to make it past Father's Day." That can't be a good father. True. I mean, you've got to be critical of that.
Well, look, he's just calling a spade a spade. On December 24th, 2008, I said Michael Jackson had 6 months to live.
Yeah. Now you're getting a lot of press for having predicted that.
Why
what
did
led
you say that?
Yeah, why did you say that? Because you knew of the drug use?
2 sources in his camp contacted me about a month before.
Okay.
They felt they were outnumbered by all the handlers around Jackson. They were concerned for his health and well-being.
Because of his drug use?
Because of the drug use, because of a lung disease that he purportedly had called Alpha-1. I always said he could live to 100 with Alpha-1. It's potentially fatal lung disease.
Mm-hmm.
I said he could maybe die of a flu beforehand. The media never mentioned that. But after I made my prediction, I did due diligence. I got some private medical records. I interviewed more people. Michael Jackson was a candidate, perfect candidate to die at any second. Now,
because of his lung illness and the combination of drugs.
Anorexia.
Right. He was down to 125
which
pounds.
I said in the book
Right.
before he died, one of the most common side effects of anorexia is cardiac arrest.
Yeah, this book was going to come out regardless. I mean, obviously,
It was on
this
the
was not
press.
being saved for his illness
No.
or death. It was a
That's
book
right.
that was in the presses. Did Michael Jackson know the book was coming out?
Absolutely.
Was he pro the book or against the book?
Well, once he learned that the book was sympathetic and that I was going to vindicate him of the child molestation charges, he was supportive. But when I made the prediction, Howard, December 24th, 2008, in a 2-page spread in In Touch magazine, the next day, his sole spokesperson came out and said, this is a complete fabrication. And this is what went down. Instead of taking the charges seriously,
right,
and getting him into a hospital, getting him, not the doctors, those 5 scumbags that have been treating him and being enablers for him for so long.
There was more denials than rather accepting what you were saying and saying, maybe we should get the guy help.
They were trying to do damage control right away. They should have got him into a hospital. Instead, now they're planning a comeback tour, 50 dates. Not even a rock star who's in perfect shape in their 20s or 30s would do this easily. And Michael Jackson, with all his illnesses they want to put on the world stage, it's all about money and greed.
Well, you mentioned one illness. You said he had this lung disease, and then he was, I guess, a drug taker. What other, the anorexia? Was there something else?
Then there's the mental. The physical is one part. And
you say in your book that he, at an early age, was diagnosed as a schizophrenic?
Yes, it's not me saying this. It's other people in the Jackson camp
I believe
saying
that. I could believe that. It's almost. Do you think that's why he changed?
Schizophrenics have hallucinations, and they don't not quite in touch with reality. You're saying he was like that?
Yeah, he had a personality disorder from a young age.
Did he have full mental breaks?
Yes,
he did.
And
he hallucinated.
Yes, Joe Jackson turned a blind eye to this. He was just concerned about putting Michael on the world stage, making as much money as possible, and that's what I'm saying right now. There's this battle for these 3 precious children. I urge California's child welfare to intervene immediately.
And give the kids to
who should the children go to?
That's the question. I don't think either party is suitable. On one hand, you have a woman who wants to pawn these kids off for millions of dollars. On the other hand, you have a family that, hey, they have dollar signs in their eyes. They think they have the next Michael Jackson.
Well,
on
did
their
you see
hands
the
to
paper
exploit.
today? On the front page of the Post today, they say that Debbie Rowe, there's some sort of email going around, that a private email that she had with a quote-unquote friend,
right,
that basically she said, hell no, I don't want these kids. I'm not looking for these kids. I know it'll look good, though. It'll look good if I at least say I want the kids. So she clearly doesn't want the kids. She's always made it clear she doesn't. They imply that there was some sort of payoff of $4 million. So clearly, now,
should
Catherine,
Diana Ross get the kids? That's the way Michael wants.
Diana Ross doesn't want kids. I mean, she's an old woman. What's she looking for?
Has enough kids.
That's right.
But Joe Jackson wants the kids because now he's saying he wants to put them on tour, sign them to recording contracts.
Can you believe that?
He has his new Michael Jackson.
Can you believe that he would say that?
Right after? I can believe that because the day after Michael died, he went on TV and said he's starting a record label.
All right.
And the first act he wants to sign right now, he's calling the Jackson 3.
It is that's amazing chutzpah to put that out there right after your son dies, isn't it?
Yeah, Joe Jackson is an opportunist. I urge California Child Welfare to intervene immediately and get these kids out of that situation.
Who should
Find
have
a
these
proper
kids? Do you know of anyone that is close to Michael Jackson that should the
All right,
nanny?
I'm stepping forward.
Robin will
the
take him.
kids.
I like that blanket myself,
Yeah.
although I cut his hair.
One of your cats is going to die soon, right?
Why was the blanket looks? I was surprised. You know what I thought was great. After he died, I kind of felt that the kids were saved in a way. They no longer had to walk around with these robes over their head, and they were on TV. And what was the big deal? They were like three normal
They were actually
kids.
meeting some family
Yeah,
members.
I mean, they actually got to voice themselves publicly and sort of behave normally.
Howard, Michael wouldn't have approved of the way that memorial went down.
Right,
Michael wanted to keep his kids out of the spotlight
right.
and bring them up, give them a good education. And from right away, Michael dies, and what does the family do? They go against his wishes and expose the kids to the world.
What do you? I know you bring this up in your book, and I think you're dead on this topic. I always have said to Robin, I believe Michael Jackson, the reason for his unhappiness is that he was a closeted homosexual. In other words, he's a gay man who was tremendously embarrassed by being gay.
I agree with that.
Particularly,
He was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I
Yes.
think it's, verboten in that religion. And
Particularly-
so it's not something that was
I know in the black
easily
community,
accepted in that family.
as homophobic as the white community is, in the black community, it is so homophobic.
But
that,
it wasn't like Jackson was in the black community.
well, when he grew up, he was in a black family. So
That's what I'm talking about, that his family situation made it so impossible.
I felt he was really a gay man who just could not, he wanted to appear to have a girlfriend or a wife, Lisa Marie Presley, this, that, or the other thing. What's your take on that? I know you have a lot of feelings.
Well, first of all, regarding this is a lot of big question here. Lisa Marie Presley.
Right.
In the book, I say the marriage was arranged by the Church of Scientology. When I infiltrated the church, posing as a gay actor, that's where I started hearing all the rumors of Jackson. This is before Tom Cruise came along as the de facto leader of the Church of Scientology.
Right.
They had their eyes on Michael Jackson, the world's most famous entertainer, to come into the church. If they would be able to lure Jackson into the church, they'd be able to attract millions of people worldwide based on his celebrity. Now, they used Lisa Marie to get to Michael Jackson. Lisa Marie is a devout Scientologist.
But don't you, are you claiming that they went to Lisa Marie and said, look, Lisa, take one for the team and marry Michael Jackson? Do you think it was that?
I'm not claiming it. People in the church are claiming it. Again, I'm just a journalist documenting everything.
Do you think she loved him at all, or was it strictly for the love of the church?
From what I hear, even though she said in an interview,
Sure.
she said she had sex with Michael Jackson. From what I hear, the reason why they split is because she was not happy with what was going on in the bedroom.
But why would she go along with this plan? I mean, listen, even if you love your religion, why would it be so important to Lisa Marie Presley? Is she I've had Lisa Marie Presley on the show, and she's looked me in the eye and she said, you know what, I really love Michael Jackson. Didn't work out. I mean, it was obvious they weren't sexual with one another. I mean, when they kissed, it looked awkward on MTV.
Well, she, did claim that she bought the fact that he was into her hook, line, and sinker.
But why would she put herself through a loveless marriage for the Church of Scientology? How could she love the Church of Scientology that much? She doesn't seem that irrational.
Well, look at Tom Cruise.
Right.
Look at the way the church has been so successful in getting A-list celebrities on board.
Sure.
And, let's face it. Do you think Tom Cruise, what do you think about him? Do you think all his relationships have been legit? There's been all kinds of rumors about him.
Those were
as well.
rumors, and I don't think it's fair to bring him into this because, as far as I know, he's a married guy and he's a straight guy.
Let's
and
give
all
him the
that.
benefit of the doubt.
But he is a guy there's been rumors about.
Right,
Yeah,
but that ain't fair.
Right.
So,
But from what I've heard regarding the Lisa Marie Presley, and it's outlined in the book, Howard, that members of the church pressured Lisa Marie to marry Michael Jackson.
So she marries Michael Jackson, and she realizes at some point that this is a guy who's not interested in sex. You claim that Michael was acting on his homosexuality, that he had homosexual affairs. You have found actual men who have had homosexual adult sex with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Right? That's the big bombshell.
Don't forget, my project originally started as a film.
Okay.
I have over 300 hours of footage, everything documented. So that's the way I do. I did the world's
Did you document the interviews with these guys who had sex with? Oh, you did?
I did the world's first YouTube compatible book, and I always release the book first, and then people start criticizing and denying, and then I start releasing videos and making them look foolish.
So you could show that you're telling the truth.
Exactly.
So you have it documented.
And and all the
what
court
do these gay
documents
guys
I
say?
released. All right. First of all, let me
Right.
tell you how I got onto the Jackson gay angle.
Okay.
I heard rumors from his mother, Katherine Jackson, who said that she thought Michael was a fag.
Didn't she, in fact, according to your book, call Michael Jackson a fag?
That's right.
To his face?
Yes.
How do you know that?
This comes on very good source in the camp, and it's been documented. So, hey, Katherine Jackson, I didn't see the smoking gun here. I mean, anyone could call anybody anything.
Right.
But I decided to look further into the allegations. I found 8 men who claimed they slept with Jackson after months and months of research. I only went with 3 for one reason. I demanded extreme corroboration because I knew if I came out with these claims, people were going to,
You claim in the book Michael Jackson is a bottom. He takes it in the ass rather than give it in the ass. Am I correct?
Well, that's what... I'm not claiming
A bottom.
This is what...
Well, what did these 3 men have as proof that made you know that they were legitimate?
They fucked him.
They had a load on their chest.
They had video,
No, but wait a second.
Photos?
Yes.
photos.
Photos.
I said that Michael Jackson dressed up as a woman in disguise whenever he'd meet secretly with these people.
But he was always dressed up like a
but
woman.
what you're claiming is he would dress up even more femininely. In other words,
He looked like a woman.
he looked like a woman.
Yeah.
And in
Just
fact,
so he could get out of the house and unrecognizable.
so he would go to a hotel or wherever he'd go.
Well, in Vegas, he went to this rundown motel off the strip, infested with cockroaches, rats, and he had this relationship with a construction worker.
Ooh.
Now, how I document this, I met with all the parties. I demanded timeline, photos, witnesses.
You did it like a murder investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And these
that.
guys claim that he liked it in the ass, and also he would dress as a woman, and that once in a while he would give blowjobs,
Yeah.
and he would say, "The king of pop is licking your lollipop."
That was his
Right.
line.
That's
Nice.
That's what went down. Apparently,
king
he
of pop
loved to do that.
is
And that's
licking your lollipop.
that, but
Let me-
the problem with
That's a
Michael
dream.
Jackson, everyone's asking me why he never came out now.
Right.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Right away, he thought if he came out being gay, that everyone would think he was also a pedophile.
Right.
They would. The other thing that he's always said, it's easier for a Caucasian entertainer. He was always a bit envious of George Michael, who was convicted, Elton John, Boy George, because they were able to come out scot-free. But if you
Freddie
see-
Mercury was out.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
he made no secret of the fact he was gay.
But African Americans,
A tougher road.
and there was a good book last year that I read, Howard. It was called Hiding in Hip Hop by
Right.
this writer Terrence Dean, and he documented why a lot of hip hop stars. He said a lot of them are gay. And
Who was the famous celebrity who told Michael Jackson, if you come out of the closet, your career will be over? You say, I know you mentioned something, someone told him that in your book, right?
Yes.
Who was it?
It's early here, but
Yeah. I can't remember.
Well, several people told him that, though.
Yeah, I'm referring to a
Because-
story I read in
Yeah,
your book, but I'm
because
not
of the
sure I have it
because
right.
of the race.
Yeah.
Because of the race factor, Michael was always worried. And Michael always said there's a lot of African Americans in the closet. If they come out, it's suicide for their careers.
How was he able to keep his homosexuality, these liaisons, quiet? I mean, did he pay these guys off? Was he able to
Did he have any long-term relationships, or is it always just,
hit and run?
hit and run?
Confidentiality agreements. Anyone who came in within 5 feet of Michael were forced to sign confidentiality agreements. He was very tight security. He wanted to protect his kids, himself, and
But he never
wanted to
fell
be
in
very
love.
private.
He never.
He did fall in love.
Oh yeah.
He did?
Yeah,
With the construction worker?
With the first guy, the actor.
Oh, he made love to an actor.
Yes,
a famous
there were-
actor?
No,
No.
an up and coming.
Well,
actor.
they will be now.
Michael liked men 18 to 23, 24 years old.
I was going to ask you,
that was
like,
his demographic.
These guys you were with, they super buff, good-looking guys,
What was he into?
ultra muscular, like my Fred or someone like
the
that?
construction worker, I mean, he looked like
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he was really toned, the construction worker.
Oh, right. Shit.
And he was half Asian. The actor, he just looked, I didn't see.
Did they get into any kind of kinky sex? I mean, you mentioned that Michael liked to take it in the ass. Was there anything kinky going on?
Well,
I mean, that's pretty kinky.
Aside
but-
of the women's clothing
kinky.
and
Yeah, I mean,
taking
that's
it in the
kinky enough
ass
for
and
me,
licking your
but-
lollipop.
Is it true he slept with a lot of the Mets?
No. Only a rumor.
apparently, they said the king of pop, this is what Michael said, liked to lick the lollipop, and that's how he got off.
When you say these things about Scientology and you came out with a book and stuff, have you ever been sued by the church? I know that they can be aggressive about suing people who make these kinds of claims.
They signed the release.
They did.
But, my life was threatened numerous times I'm not saying by the church itself, but definitely by members of the church. I had to go in hiding last year, but that's all part of the business. I could take my hits.
How does Michael Jackson meet a construction worker and have sex with him? It's got to be difficult. He's, as you say, probably out of two people in the world, the most famous person in the world. How does he meet a construction worker? Where does this go down?
Well, he was living in Las Vegas in 2007, and he started roaming around. He didn't want to just live in the house, and he'd get out there and meet some people. With the waiter, he met him at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
He says he fell in love with him from the get-go, and the next night they were in a hotel together.
No kidding. Wow. Well, let me tell you something. This is wild.
These are amazing.
Well, Ian's
claims.
book is out. It's a funny thing about Ian's book. I was reading Cindy Adams' column today, and she was kind of like saying, oh, here's another, kind of guy who's coming out and writing a book who's going to be a bottom feeder and feed off Michael Jackson. First of all, you defended Michael Jackson for the most part in the book.
Second of all, you were writing it before he died.
Yeah. And then
you
secondly,
worked on it for a long time, and he was alive.
And
nobody knew he was going to die.
And thirdly, Cindy Adams then repeats everything in the book. Like, oh, here, I'm going to put this down, but meanwhile, here's everything that he says in the book. So, you think this is going to be a bestseller?
Hey, it's number 2 right now. Glenn Beck's number 1.
Right.
And I hope this show's going to, because I worked so hard on this book.
How many years?
You said 5 years.
5 years of research.
What do you
5 years
do
of
while
research.
you're working on a book for 5 years? Does somebody pay you for working on this book for 5 years?
Yeah, how do you make a living?
How do I make a living?
I've
done this drill this is my 12th book.
Right.
And, sometimes you got to max out your credit cards and when you're doing a film because it's a tight business. But I just stand by.
Do you get an advance?
Yeah, you get an advance, but
not enough to hold you over for 5 years.
Exactly.
Right.
The advance usually runs dry, and then you got to take a risk. If you believe me, I've always put my money where my mouth is. And
does your wife work?
No, you mean my ex-wife?
Oh, your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Did the book cause the divorce in a sense? Are you such a workaholic?
I'm tight with my ex. We have keys to each other's homes. We're great parents together. We're all on the same page.
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
Yeah. Let's write the book on that.
Hey, we had sex the day we split. It was still good. But, we're both artists, and, we just have a lot of respect. We raise a child together, and that's why I'm saying, as far as the kids go, I talk from a parent's view because parenting's my number one thing in life.
Yeah.
And what's going to go down here, the lawyers have demanded the Jackson family. They said, hey, you better settle with Roe quickly. We don't want some high-profiled custody case here getting out of hand. We have a lot of other stuff on our plate right now.
Right. So what do you think is going to happen with the kids? I guess the mother is going to get them, right? Catherine Jackson.
Well, 79-year-old woman raising these kids. It's a bit of an oddball
Would you take the kids if the court offers them to you? Because you are an authority on Michael Jackson?
Absolutely. I would
you will take them?
Absolutely.
You will raise little blanket in Prince Michael in Paris.
I'll raise them in Canada. And no, seriously, the court's got to intervene here and find a proper.
But who could it be?
Octomom.
Give the kids to Octomom. What about Janet Jackson? She seems like she might be. She might be the most level-headed out of all them.
Well, actually, the kids, my sources say.
I mean, listen. Who do you prefer, Tito? Jermaine? I mean, come on.
Let's give them to Rebe.
Rebe Jackson, I go for.
Give her some attention for a
second. No, that's a good question,
Yeah,
Howard.
who would it be?
My sources say Janet Jackson right now in the house has the closest bond to the kids.
Right. It looked that way. They were hugging her on stage,
Yes.
Aunt Janet.
Now,
She
she's
was the
never had
closest
kids
one to
before.
them.
And she's also the one who's the biggest star in the family. Maybe they could relate on that level. You know what I'm saying?
And
They
she-
live with one big star.
They will live with one big star. Let's go to the next one.
And she's gone on record to say she will even give up her career for those kids.
Wow.
Well, it's already gone.
I
so
thought it
Good
was
point.
given up.
Yeah, what's she giving up at this point?
Whitney Houston said the same thing.
that's
Right.
a good move.
All right, so you are an advocate that maybe Janet Jackson, like I say, should be considered. I
Well,
believe Janet.
I don't trust either the Jacksons or the Rocamp. I think these kids got to be put in the custody of another party.
What
and
about-
definitely not Arnold Klein.
Clears up something for me. What about the will? Is there a clear-cut will that says my kids go to and here's where my money goes?
According to this 2002 will, the kids go to Katherine Jackson and Diana Ross. But I
don't
my
understand that.
sources
Which means
question
he's right. Michael was schizophrenic.
Yeah, why would he leave these kids to a woman who?
Didn't protect him, and as you say,
Yeah.
some might have beat him too.
Well, yeah, right.
Called him gay. You know.
What do you make of that?
Well, that's the question. My source is saying is camp. They think another will exists, and for some reason, people are using this will for convenience. But that's all we have right now. We need a notarized will. This is all that's emerged.
Why is there always so much confusion around these guys? Like I have a will. I've updated my will several times, and when I get
When was the last time you updated your will?
The last time Benji was late.
about a year ago. A year ago.
and how often do you update your will?
Every time someone mouths off to me. Honest to God, I've changed it 10 times.
Honestly, have you really
Changed it
Constantly.
10 times.
Have you really?
Yep.
He's on the phone. He's got a direct line.
You
It's
know how
like
many
a
times
hotline.
Fred's been cut in and cut out of my will?
That's
already?
hilarious.
Right now, I think he's in, but he might even be out.
Tomorrow I could be gone.
Time
That's
to
right.
check
Do you know?
again.
Do you know
But I'm being
people?
serious. What about you? Yeah, you have a will, and you know where it is, and then people know where it is, right? Why does this guy, who's got this much, financial
And
entanglement,
he's such a huge business. It's very important what he has.
It's a
to say.
corporation.
I mean, an accountant somewhere must have the latest will, right?
Absolutely. But you can't trust the people around Michael. That's my whole point. In the final weeks of his life, this guy should have been in a hospital getting proper medical attention. Where is he? He's rehearsing for a 50-date concert tour. Something doesn't add up. There were vultures who just wanted to milk him for whatever he had.
But
They weren't-
ultimately, a man is in charge of himself. But
Yeah, but
although,
when
if you
you're
say he's schizophrenic,
compromised and
everybody's
you're on
got to be
drugs.
accountable for their own actions, and you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. I'll grant you that.
do you think
However,
there's going to be a murder trial?
I think people will be brought to justice.
You do?
Absolutely. Starting with the doctors.
I know.
Now,
Okay,
what
I
kind
hear
of
you.
drugs-
I mean, having Diprovan
Yeah, what
in
kind
your
of drugs was
basement
he
or in
on?
your home is highly illegal.
I mean, that's illegal in
And-
itself, absolutely.
And we need some answers. But we also have to look at the police force investigating the case. This police force does not have the best track record when it comes to celebrity cases.
Can
That
you
is
believe? I mean, you're a guy who spent 5 years of your life looking into Michael Jackson. Do you believe what's going on though around this guy's death? I mean, don't you think there's a little too much carrying on?
It's unreal.
It is sort of unreal, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of problems in the world, and yet why are we so fascinated by all
Because
this?
he's such a mess.
Yeah.
And it is that fascinating when you have somebody who rises to that level of success and they are completely a mess.
By the way, this is Ian Halperin. His book Unmasked, The Final Years of Michael Jackson is in stores
By
right
the
now.
way, there was one thing I read yesterday that I have to ask. Was he obsessed with Nazis?
Well,
I am. I'm definitely.
Who isn't?
Well, you're definitely afraid of them.
Right.
Yeah,
me
we're
too.
mostly
Did he
about
love
He
that.
Nazis?
actually admired them.
I'm also obsessed. My old man was in a camp for 7 years with these people. But anyhow, he wore Nazi garb. He had a lot of uniforms with. Let's face it.
What
This
was
guy.
that?
Hold on,
He's not-
Howard.
he's
This
not-
guy.
he's not all there.
Jesus.
This guy surrounded himself the last few years with the Nation of Islam handling his affairs.
Right.
So this shouldn't be a surprise that he was into all this other stuff. Michael Jackson, when he had this turbulent split with Sony Records, he wrote this song, Jew Me, whatever it was
Right,
called,
right,
the
right.
lyrics.
Right.
I mean, he added in for the Jews because he was bitter. A lot of Jews run the entertainment business, and he was bitter. That
So
he felt he got
a
burned.
guy who made $500 million at least in the entertainment business is blaming the Jews because he had no money. And yet he was completely out of control in his life. So he was an anti-Semite, is what you're claiming, but sort of justifiably so because he was a schizophrenic and insane and all this. So he is wacko jacko, right?
Yeah.
Did he sleep in a hyperbaric chamber?
Yes.
That was real. It wasn't like
Yes.
some phony
No.
bullshit.
No.
And then he became embarrassed by that because he started to look a little too crazy and it was affecting his career.
Well, what happened with all the plastic surgeries, too, and Michael knew how to spin a tale. He said he only had 2 plastic surgeries, which we all know is complete BS. But originally he started this drill. He wanted to push the artistic boundaries. He wanted to really reinvent himself, not look anything like the Jacksons. He's gone on record to say the reason why he didn't want to be the father is because he didn't want them to have Jackson DNA because of his father, what his father did.
I mean, I've spoken to Tommy Mottola, who ran Sony Records, and I used to say, Tommy, why did Michael Jackson hate you so much? He goes, because he put out an album called, what was the album?
The one with Remember Dangerous.
No, not Dangerous. What was the one?
Invincible.
Invincible.
Oh, okay.
He put out Invincible, he said, and at the time, there was allegations of young boys, hyperbaric chambers, this and that. The album tanked, and he wanted to blame someone. And Tommy says, well, he wanted to blame his record company. I was the head of the record company. He wanted to blame me. He goes, but I even sat him down. I said, listen, you're doing crazy things. You know, people are having a hard time relating to you. You got to take some responsibility in this. We're putting a lot of money into. What do you think? Tommy wanted the record to fail?
Right, he didn't want it to sell.
He tried to talk some sense into him. And Tommy doesn't have a bad word to say about Michael Jackson. So, you know, in a way, Michael Jackson was about the blame game. I'm going to blame the Jews. I'm going to blame the entertainment industry. I'm going to blame. But in the same hand, he'd go into a store and spend millions of dollars on garbage, right? I mean, what did he spend all his money on? Where did it go?
Yeah, he liked to buy antiques, all kinds of nonsense. Howard, this guy was hundreds of $1 million in debt.
How is that possible?
Bad decisions. He just brought people in his life, let them run. He said, you run the business. I don't want to know anything about the business. I run the creative.
And yet the one good decision was he bought up that music catalog, that Fakakta music catalog. It kept him in dough, didn't it?
That's all that kept him afloat.
The Beatles thing?
It was just one big asset.
You know, but let's face it, with all the debts mounting up, this guy in the last few years, which I detailed in the book, he was living and traveling with his kids, basically as backpackers, nomads.
Right.
Just struggling to put food on the table. At one point, he was camping in a friend's basement in New Jersey.
Unbelievable.
Really?
So he had assets, but he was so far in debt that it just didn't balance out. And in fact, for a while, he was living where? In Dubai? Living off some
Bahrain.
shade?
In Bahrain.
Bahrain,
And Dubai.
yeah.
He would, but that's the reason, the only reason why he even considered to come back. Michael Jackson, let's face it, is one of the world's greatest entertainers. You can't argue with that, of all time. The only reason why he agreed to come back, it was his chance to pay off the creditors. I said this from day one. I was on the day Jackson announced his comeback in London. They had me on the biggest breakfast show in the UK, GMTV.
Right.
I said, I'm not booking my plane tickets. These concerts will never happen. And I urge everyone to take this with a grain of salt. I was vilified. Every newspaper the next day.
And you were proven right, and that gives you more credibility. Were you a fan of his music? I didn't like it. Very feminine. He sounded like
Howard,
a woman. I do not like
Let me
it.
ask you a question,
I
Howard.
never liked his music.
Howard, have you
Billie
I hate
Jean's a
people.
great. Billie Jean's a great
Howard,
song.
I don't
in
like
your
it.
life, have you ever danced to Beat It, Billie Jean?
Never. Do you ever see me dance?
You've never danced at a
You see how
wedding?
awkward I am?
You can't dance?
Dance. Look at me.
You got white man's disease?
I'm built like a crane.
You want to be
Are you-
starting something?
No, I
He's
do not-
Have you ever
First of all-
moonwalked, Howard?
No. But I'll show you. Well, watch.
Yeah, let me see, Howard.
What is it? This
Well, let's see you dance to Climb.
Let me see you dance to this. Go ahead. Let me see you. What are you
right,
going to
he's
do?
gonna dance.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And you got to do like. What? Oh my God, that's the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, maybe you're right. I like dancing with you.
Wow.
The first guest you've ever danced
Are
with.
you a bottom or a top?
You two
that's
should
it.
go on
Yeah,
Dancing with the Stars. I
gotta-
never saw
You know
such
what? I
That's
like
right,
dancing
Howard.
with this guy.
Let's get you on dancing.
Just
with
met
the
you and I
Stars.
feel
You got to do
By
some
the
of this
way-
shit you used to do, like.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, you're a good dancer.
No, but he wrote a lot of hits,
He
man.
wrote good stuff.
All right, turn this crap off.
Let's face it.
Yeah,
You
go
asked
ahead.
Michael Jackson. I asked him this. I
I'm out of
said,
breath.
People say he reinvented the wheel in music. Michael Jackson's the first guy to say he didn't. He credits people like James Brown,
Yeah.
Louis Armstrong. This guy was a student and very respectful. And I disagree with you there, Howard.
He was a big
Michael
entertainer.
Jackson's music for me moved it. First of all,
He didn't move me. I'm saying it's a personal thing.
Quincy Jones.
I'm
still
into the Stones. I'm into the Beatles, Hendrix,
but
Prince.
all these
I love
groups,
Prince.
Howard, that you're mentioning,
Brown.
where did they get their music
you
from? The
went-
Stones, the Beatles, they stole it from Little Richard, from all these
Muddy Waters.
black artists.
Listen,
Well, they didn't
That's right.
steal it. They listened to music.
I listened to Little Richard, and I got news for you. I wouldn't steal any of that shit.
Well, they did,
That's
though.
between you and me.
They
Don't say
covered a
anything.
lot of his
They
songs.
didn't
As Little
steal
Richard
it.
come out.
There's a difference between
No.
stealing it and just being influenced by stuff.
Let me take a couple of phone calls. His name is Ian Halperin. He's just worked 5 years on a book called Unmasked, the final years of Michael
And
Jackson.
he's quite a dancer.
And you know what? I like dancing with the guy. I'll be honest. I like how you move.
You two dancing together is going to be #1 on Howard TV for months.
You know, at first I couldn't dance, and then when we got into each other's rhythm, you helped me a little
Yeah.
bit.
No, but you see, you were looking at a guy that was worse than you, which made you feel good.
No, he could be. He was pretty
He
good.
had his own
You're being
moves.
unkind, and that
he
isn't
has a
fair.
style.
Look, I'm no
I think
Fred
when
Astaire.
people see that on Howard TV, they'll see that maybe I wasn't good, but Ian was moving pretty good. Let's go to Irish John real
Hi,
quick.
Irish John.
And then we gotta wrap up because it's been 7 hours. We've been talking about Michael
Right.
Jackson. All right, go ahead, Irish John.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey, now.
Ian, there were a lot of allegations, not only by parents and children, but Michael's staff members, flight attendants, that he was giving wine and different alcohol to kids. What about that?
Anything check out there, Ian?
Jesus juice.
Jesus
Right.
juice.
Yeah, well, there is truth to that. The fact is, Michael Jackson was in rehab several times. He had alcohol
How does Michael Jackson
addiction.
go to rehab?
Because his friend Liz Taylor was the only person who woke up and smelt the coffee. No one else did. Liz Taylor, another child star who lived a similar life to Michael Jackson, she urged him to check into rehab. The only person. You hear all these Jacksons coming out. I told him to get help. It's complete crap. Where were they the last few months?
What was the purpose of giving alcohol to the children?
Well-
I mean, my father shared a beer with me when I was a kid, but, you know, that was a father-son.
All right, let Ian continue.
Well, the fact is, you're referring to this documentary by journalist Martin Bashir.
Right.
Now, Jackson let Bashir into his environment because Jackson was a big fan of Princess Diana.
Right,
He was obsessed with her.
right.
Bashir did the documentary on Diana, and
He
Jackson...
did the famous interview.
That's
yes.
right.
Right. And he felt betrayed by Bashir.
Absolutely.
Right.
Bashir used Jackson while he was addicted to drugs to put him in situations, to get them documented, to manipulate him. Once again, Michael Jackson made an error of judgment, allowing people in his life who he shouldn't have, and he suffered the consequences.
Have you ever met Michael Jackson?
Yes. Michael Jackson loved children. He didn't want to exploit children, sleep with them. All he wanted to do was bring cancer patients, impoverished kids into his zone, give them the greatest day of their life, at least, at Neverland.
Right.
And I interviewed over 50 children who slept at Neverland.
And
Did you
nothing
ever have
happened.
sex with him? You talk about infiltrating and doing a lot of gay stuff. You ever bang
Come
with
on,
him?
now you're being silly. All right, listen, Ian, leave it like this.
Yeah.
No, but Howard, I agree with some. If I could I agree with what you said. That I think a big issue with him was I think he was homosexual, and when he was on the road with his brothers, I think he even wrote about this or talked about it once. He would be in the same room with his older brother. His brother having sex with a woman, and I
And it
think
repulsed him.
I think they were guys, and his
Yeah.
father was like that, and. He was always effeminate, and I think that really affected him and confused him that he was probably a gay man around all that.
That's right.
You know, I mean...
The final question. Are you so confident that Michael Jackson was not a pedophile that you would let your own, I don't know if you have a son. That
I have
you
a
would-
daughter.
You have a daughter. Would you, if you had a son, would you allow your son to sleep in the same bed with Michael?
Howard, with all due respect, if you would ask me to take my child tonight, I wouldn't let her go. I
Right.
wouldn't let
Of
him
course
go.
not.
Anyone, not just Michael Jackson.
Right.
I interviewed over 50 children and their families who stayed at Neverland. It's all in my film. On the record, they said Michael Jackson never did one thing inappropriate. He always slept on a mat on the floor while they slept in the bed.
Isn't
Bashir-
it amazing to you that there are parents that would allow their kids to sleep over in Michael Jackson? That is amazing. That's
Well,
almost,
it's Michael
that's unbelievable.
Jackson.
Yeah.
But I would not let my daughter sleep
course
at
not.
anyone's house unless they went to the same school. I knew the parents and it was like a sleepover, but not one-on-one with a
Right.
male.
Terry, go ahead.
No
you got
other
the last
parents
word.
asking, except Michael. That's the problem.
What's going on, Terry?
Howard, Your bullshit meter ought to be off the chart on this guy.
Why?
I believe Riley Martin more than this guy.
I don't know. What don't you like?
Basically, he's fabricated a tremendous number of stories using everything that you and I already know. We've read it before.
I didn't know about the construction worker.
Well, how do you know that's even true?
I don't.
Caller, have you read the book? Have you read the book, caller?
No.
Why don't you read the book and then let's have this conversation? Why don't you see the film when it comes out and let's have this conversation? What you're saying now, it's prejudice. You are going on the biggest radio show in the world.
Thank you.
And defaming me. Read the book and then let's have this conversation.
All right, fair enough. And also, I will say in Ian's defense, he didn't come out with a book attacking Michael Jackson. He actually did some investigative work and found that the guy wasn't a child molester. There's an interesting
And
take.
he doesn't completely vindicate him. He does talk about the drug use. He does talk about the bad business decisions.
Talks about taking in the ass.
About the Nazi paraphernalia.
He talks about the things we all already know. And
I didn't know about the Nazi thing
either.
He vindicates. Well, we don't know that's true either. He's stretching the truth there.
How do you know he's not telling the truth?
He's written the book to sell.
Well, of course.
Why else write a book?
There are billions of people.
Look, this book was written before Michael died. Caller, this book was written before Michael died. Now,
it's got a nice title too that implies that you're taking advantage of the situation now. It's final years.
Well, we
right?
changed the title. The book was on the presses. When Michael died, the book was on the presses. They had to stop the presses. Yeah. I spent the next few days writing the conclusion, adding a chapter. But this is this is what I do, caller. I've been doing this drill for many, many years. And I urge you to read the book. And if you don't like it, just write a bad review. And but don't come out here without being educated on one thing in the book, without even seeing it and making such an outrageous statement like that.
All right, Marianne, you have the last word.
Welcome back, Howard. If you knew all this about Michael Jackson, how come you wouldn't notify, like, social services about his children? Because don't you think
he contends that he was a good father?
I understand he might be a good father, but he's loving. But what about the wacky part, Howard? There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
What about the wacky parts?
Well, I mean, you have children in that behavior, going to live in somebody's basement and raising them all around.
Let me tell you something here. There's not one shred of evidence that Michael Jackson ever acted inappropriately with children. Now, if you present me concrete evidence that he did, let me finish here, please. If you present me concrete evidence that what you're saying is true, and when I do due diligence, I do due diligence. If you present me the smoking gun, I will change the conclusion
I'm sure you would have loved to have written a book that said he was a child molester.
Well, that's what I started.
No, I don't believe that, but I'm saying...
that's what I started out to do. I wanted to nail him. I thought we had another O.J. Simpson running around, high-priced lawyers getting him
You had an agenda.
But Marianne is talking more to the quality...
My own biases got in the way.
She's talking to the quality of his parentship, not, that he was a drug addict.
Michael Jackson was a doting parent.
Solvent.
Michael Jackson was a doting parent. He lived for those kids. It was the last thing that kept him alive.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to drop a bombshell right now. I know a wacky woman that calls a radio show every day should have a kid's day. I'm just kidding. All right, Marianne.
Number one, and I love you, Howard.
Thank you. Love you, too.
223, Howard.
Is it true, though? Is it true that, would you find this true? There's reports that he had needle marks in his neck, like he was shooting up that much with collapsed veins. Does your knowledge indicate that might be true, that he was that much of an addict to where he might be shooting up in his neck?
Well, let's face it, Jackson was a junkie, unfortunately.
He was a junkie.
But let's examine why. This man was gravely ill.
Everybody can see why.
Without the drugs, he would have been dead. He had to become, dependent on these drugs.
Without why?
Then why blame the doctors for his death?
Right. Because what they did, they went overboard. They could have really just...
maintained him.
Exactly. Stabilized it. The problem here, Howard, when Michael Jackson announced his comeback, he did not want to be like some athlete injured on the DL, being pumped up, going out there and performing at 50%. Michael Jackson always said he will never perform for less than 100%.
Mm-hmm.
If he did not want to rip off his fans, he was an ultimate perfectionist. And unless he could deliver the goods, he was uncomfortable. And that's what made him nervous the last few weeks of his life. He became despondent. He gave up because he knew he couldn't put off the gig. Did you see that video that was released?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now, this
outfit, AEG, that after he died, criticized me, still saying the day after he died that he's completely healthy, Michael Jackson, and this should have never happened. I said he should have never gone on this concert tour. They released this video because they want to make a lot of dough off this. They videoed him from the get-go ever since they signed this deal, and they will release a DVD. Michael Jackson's worth much more dead than alive to him because he wouldn't have done the shows. What happened with the AEG, the day after he died, they tell the world there's a video. A couple of days later, they release it. I had Jackson's choreographers examine the video, Jackson experts saying that this was not Michael Jackson in fine form. He was out of sync with the rest of the dancers. And they say after that video was shot, Jackson went on record to say he felt like a marathon runner after crossing the finish line after doing one song. He couldn't pull this off, Howard.
Well,
did he have needles? They said there were needles actually embedded in his skin.
Well, he's been doing that for years. This is, I mean, why are they saying this now when he died? Where were all these people?
Do you agree with me that most of the people who were at the Michael Jackson tribute, probably he couldn't even get them on the phone 2 years ago?
If he was living in somebody's
Absolutely.
basement, obviously. He
Where
wasn't talking to
were
Brooke
all
Shields.
these concerned people who have come out of the woodwork and who have expressed their deep sympathy to the Jackson family and have said they're such good friends with Michael? Where were all these
Well, in all
people
fairness,
when
maybe it's hard to get to him. I mean, with he's got
Sounds
such
like
a
it.
gold
I got
secret.
to him.
He's a record.
I got to him. Why couldn't they? I didn't even know
you're
the guy
crazy.
from
You're
Adam.
writing a book. They
Well,
were
you're,
busy.
you know, these
First of all,
guys-
you happen to be a good dancer.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but you know
Listen,
what? You
if
talk
you-
about the murder thing. What he just said, though, so I don't know if this is what you were alluding to. People say, like, murder, what's a motive? Then AEG, if what you're saying is true, would have had a motive to murder him. Like,
No,
well, he
come
said
on.
they were
That's
worth more.
ridiculous.
Well, no.
He was worth more dead than alive.
That's ridiculous.
Releasing
He
the
was
video.
worth a fortune to him alive. If these concerts would have
why
been
was
sold
Howard,
out,
why
They
was-
were
why-
afraid he couldn't
Why
do
was
it.
he worth
They-
the fortune if the concert wouldn't have gone off? They would have lost the whole kit and caboodle. They would have been bankrupt.
No, because first of all, I think they did anticipate the concert coming off. I think you are.
How did he pass
assuming
the
a little
insurance
much.
No, they
physical,
want.
though?
That's right.
They expected. They
wanted
did
this,
the numbers.
and I
50
think
shows,
they
200
videotaped
million.
everything because they probably had a deal too, where they said to Michael,
right.
"We can release a movie afterwards, a concert movie or a concert DVD, and we
But
want
it
all the
did
behind-the-scenes
become-
footage."
I'm not claiming murder. I'm
Right.
going to let the so-called authorities. I hope they've got their act together by now after
Right.
having so many cases like Robert Blake, Phil Spector, and OJ. I hope finally they get it right this time.
Listen, ultimately, Michael Jackson was a grown man. And
But
if
he was
Michael
a sick
Jackson,
man.
He was a sick man, but if a company wanted to make a deal with me, they don't know, exactly what the hell's going on in my head.
But I
and
have
I'm a
to
grown
wonder
man.
how he passed an insurance physical. They didn't send their own doctor?
I offered Jackson.
Go
I
ahead.
said, and this made headlines. I said, I'm concerned. I will pay for the medical exam, an independent medical exam, and let's find out what the real deal is.
Why did Michael Jackson want the Elephant Man remain so badly? What was that all about?
Well, Jackson, there's so many conflicting stories on this. The last one I've heard is this. He felt in another life that he had this whole connection and
To the Elephant Man.
That's right.
It is ironic. One of his heroes was Elvis. He fashioned his career after Elvis, and yet he ended up like Elvis.
He did, absolutely.
Isn't it remarkable what's
Remarkable.
gone down?
Remarkable.
And that you have Graceland, now you have Neverland that will
Right.
become a shrine.
Right.
Will Neverland be a successful tourist attraction considering the child molestation accusations that occurred
Yes,
there? It
yes,
will. People
yes.
will go there.
Absolutely. They'll come there in droves.
And the Jackson family doesn't even own Neverland. Some other guy does. So they might
Did
not even
Jackson
benefit.
still maintain
Which
any
is-
part of it? I thought he had...
no.
It's pretty much empty now. I mean, he did... See, at the 11th
Well, did he
hour-
still retain some ownership?
Yes.
He did.
was bailed
Yes.
out by this spokesperson he had in the last year of his life called Dr. Tome Tome, who bailed him out, got him capital to keep it going, keep his name part of Neverland. Now, Dr. Tome Tome...
That's an amazing name,
I
Dr.
know.
Tome Tome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
wouldn't
his real
take
name?
money from Dr.
That's his
Tome
real
Tome.
name.
Right. Wow.
But
Tome,
first of all,
Tome, Tome.
this was the guy making every business decision
Wow.
for Jackson in the last year of his life. I investigated Tome Tome. First of all, I phoned the American Medical Association.
Yes.
There is no doctor under that name.
Oh.
There's no one under that.
In fact, the last interview he gave at the memorial, I was at the memorial, the last interview with Matt Lauer, he only said Tome Tome now. This was the first time.
No doubt.
He knew that I had the goods on it, and it will come out in the book.
You've already told so much, no one's going to buy the book. I'm trying to keep something secret. You know what I'm saying?
Howard, it's not even the tip of the iceberg.
It's unbelievable. Ian, listen, you put 5 years of your life into this. And if you write half as well as you dance, this is going to be a huge success.
You're talking like Harry Potter success.
Ian Halperin's book, again the name, Unmasked, The Final Years of Michael Jackson, is in stores now. He put together 5 years of his life of investigating this, and he has a lot of information. The book is getting a lot of attention. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Howard.
And your next book's got to be The Life of Artie Lang. I got to know what this guy's up to. Is he clean? Is he
I'm writing that book.
All right, okay.
Everyone's asking me to predict on his life now. But,
let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm writing book too. Don't even try to muscle it on my shit.
Well, listen, I want to read what he finds.
Call Tome.
All right.
Ian, how'd it go, man?
Yeah, Howard's a good dancer, man.
You got him to dance?
Yeah, we got to dance, and I told you, Michael's music can move anyone. At first, Howard said he wasn't into the music, but once those beats kicked in, and once Howard and I had eye contact, the game was over, man. Howard moves. I mean, he might be the new king of pop.
So how'd the interview go? You feel it went well?
Well, Howard knows his shit. Howard really has followed Jackson for a long time, and the questions were great. He definitely challenged me, and again, all I'm saying here is that read the book, watch the film, and you'll get all the answers as to how Michael Jackson spent the final days of his life.
Now, do you feel that there could be any negative repercussions to any of the stories you're telling? Like, a couple of the callers weren't too thrilled about what you were saying.
Well, I've been through this drill before for so many years, and once I start releasing video and documents, the real story gets out and these callers get egg on their face. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I urge them before they make their opinion to read the book, go through everything, and then come out with stuff like this. It's too presumptuous right now.
All right, Ian. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with the book.
Peace out.
Jason.
Yo.
So Howard had some dance moves today.
Yes.
You got any favorite Michael Jackson dance moves?
You know, I never really danced to Jackson, but I will surely give it a try for you. All right, let's go. Dan, 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 dan. Yeah, take this one.
You got any moves for us? No. Come on, dude.
I'm not fucking, whatever.
Woo! Ow! That's a dog wiping his ass. Itchy ass.
Ron.
Yeah.
You got any dance moves?
I got plenty of dance moves that you're never going to see.
Woo!
Oh! Did you rip something?
Yeah.
What'd you rip?
I ripped my pants. I fucking ripped my pants, man.
Where'd you rip your pants?
I just ripped my pants doing Michael Jackson moves.
Oh, Sal. Sorry, man.
Fuck you, Michael.
Where they kind of go back and forth, and then side to side, and then back and forth again.
That's a turtle, I think, right?
Hey.
You in the mood to dance yet?
No.
Moonwalk back to your office.
Fuck you.
Come on.
I can't do it.
You moonwalk?
In Jersey, we called it the coon walk.
Whatever. Not me. Some friends of mine who might have been Irish or Italian used to call it, the coon walk, you know.
Oh!
How's that look?
That's great.
Don't you love your job, Chris?
Yeah, all I wanted you to do is maybe a moonwalk.
Well, you got the bonus footage.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Who gets married?
Lisa G has a theory that Ronnie dyed his goatee last night.
I think so.
You're
Yesterday
working on-
was really white.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And even the guys from TV put up a thing while Ronnie was in there. Go, look how white Ronnie's beard is. It looks like a billy goat. And,
God.
and,
so yesterday he was a billy goat and today he's not.
But I didn't see him. I didn't notice today. Did he dye it last night, do you think?
Looks like it.
Okay. Hey, Ron, come on in. We want to see the dye job you did on your goatee.
Hey, Howard. He's running down the hall screaming at JD that he's going to kick the fucking shit out of him.
Well, get in here and show
Why-
us your
why JD?
goatee.
Oh, yeah, he dyed it. No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying you dyed it because I saw it yesterday and it was white as like Santa Claus.
Yeah, because I was. What are you laughing at?
So what did you do? Because yesterday it was like white. Did you realize how white it was? Like what made you go home yesterday and dye it?
I don't know. I didn't.
You must have noticed. Did someone say something to you? And why are you going to beat up JD? Because you dyed.
Because he runs with every little thing to Jason or Gary or something, or the TV. You know, oh look what he did today.
I haven't said
You're
one word.
full of shit. Okay,
Lisa, did JD say anything to you about it?
No.
Why are you blaming JD?
Because he does it with everything, man.
He didn't do it this time.
I don't care. He could tell me from now until next year.
You don't believe him?
No.
Wow. Someone even sent an email on the wrap-up show yesterday, like, Ronnie always is threatening to beat up JD.
I didn't threaten to beat him up.
You were like, what are you laughing at?
Because everything is, you know, you're talking on the, you know, John invites you in.
Right.
So I go in and I'm talking about something, so I might not know everything, okay?
Right.
This one, he laughs at everything. Everything's funny.
There was even one point where he started laughing, and then I laughed, and then he yelled at me for laughing.
Yeah. Everybody was glued to the radio. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
You were laughing first, dude.
Face.
You
Why
tell
is that
me.
funny?
Who was laughing first? You were laughing first, weren't you?
Why does he have to be in here? Go to the meeting.
So,
You
I
love
don't know.
Ronnie, right?
I love him, but this one I had nothing to do with. I'm sorry,
okay,
dude.
right, yeah. Okay.
What'd you put in there? Men's.
Yeah,
What's the stuff?
Just for men, man.
Just for men.
Yeah.
And what did you comb it through?
Yeah, they got these little brush thing.
Oh.
And so
Wait a
you just did that this morning.
That's a little more elaborate than just a comb through because notice there's
It doesn't look bad,
There's
though.
like a pattern.
Well,
You know,
he
it's got
makes
like a
sure to
zebra
leave
pattern.
some-
What would you like me to do, dude?
No,
It's
but
a
like
little brush thing.
No,
It's
what
a
I'm
brush.
saying is, but you're like going in a specific way, no?
No, it's got this little brush,
right?
Little small brush, and you just go through it.
But you're not putting it in the hair in your head, are you?
No. I got all gray hair back here and shit. Come on.
But in your beard, you're doing it. But I think you did a decent job because you left a little bit of gray.
Right, you don't go
Well, that's why I try to leave it natural looking. You
Although
know?
I got to tell you, in some spots it's super dark. it's
That's funny.
like sometimes the dye.
That's
No, like right in the middle there.
It's like a fan.
Sometimes the dye. Sometimes the dye gets real thick
You know what's
in places.
interesting? Like, see this one part? I don't know if you can see it. Ronnie, just turn your head.
I know what you mean. Under the lip.
No. Turn.
Right, the fan part.
Back.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Right
point to it.
here, it kind of looks like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, like it spilled on his chin.
Yeah, well, maybe I just spilled something. I don't know.
How long does it take you to do that?
5 minutes.
Oh, and you did it this morning? Because you get up early.
Yeah.
He gets up way early. What time you get up?
3:15. I got to take care of the dog.
So like at 3:15, you're dyeing your beard?
No, but it's about 3:45.
Yeah, because he takes care of the dog
Takes
first,
5 minutes.
Then he dyes his beard.
I would do it at night, I think.
Yeah, well, I forgot last night.
Yeah.
I was tired.
How often do you have to dye your beard?
Once a week.
Wow.
But
Once
you
a
let it
week.
go
Yeah, well,
for
it
a
grows
while.
in, dude. You know,
Okay,
it
take it
grows
easy.
in.
All right,
You
calm
get
down.
roots?
Yeah, you get roots. You get roots.
Your roots are showing.
You get roots.
But did you forget for a while, or did you?
No, I'm telling you, it's a week, and
It's a pain in the ass, all the upkeep.
it is annoying.
I was just explaining to Gary Fafafui why I support A-Rod. I'm the only one. Me and Fred, we're the only ones.
You know what? I hate A-Rod, and even I think he's getting a raw deal.
Yep.
And I never thought I'd say that about A-Rod.
Want to hear? Hey, Robin, how you doing? No, Robin? All right, anyway, let me tell you my theory, so then Robin will join us. Let me tell you my theory on A-Rod. Oh, I see. All right, sorry. My theory is this. I mean, you could look at A-Rod and know he does juice. And you could look at half of the players in Major League Baseball and know they do juice. They've known A-Rod's done juice for years. But this is a way that management gets out of paying off contracts for talent. It was done to me by Clear Channel. All of a sudden, they woke up one day and went, "Oh, the FCC is after you, Howard. We have to get rid of you." They knew when they hired me, the FCC was after me. They just saw me as a liability and said, "Okay, we're going to get out of your contract." Same with A-Rod. A-Rod's now not the player he was. Oh, Robin's not ready. She's late getting to her microphone. Okay, I can kill time.
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. I just got that note. You're in the can?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, when A-Rod isn't in his prime, they go, we owe this guy like $30 to $50 million.
You bought him.
Right, exactly. We owe him $30 to $50 million. You know what we'll blame it on? We'll blame it on steroids. Oh, we didn't know before. And by the way, they look the other way on half these guys. I tell you what, you want to blood test every guy in Major League Baseball and take everyone out who's on juice or on some sort of something.
Right.
Half the guys will be gone. They won't do it. They need him. They're doing it to A-Rod so they don't have to pay him. Simple. They want to break the contract. They have these morals clauses and drug clauses and all kinds of fucking Santa clauses. They got every clause on the fucking planet. And
my
it's just
question is, why does
it's a ruse.
Major League Baseball help?
Help who?
They help the owners.
Of course, Major League Baseball is the owners. Major League Baseball, the commissioner is handpicked by the owners. What are you kidding? I mean,
I don't know how to set up.
And by the way, everybody's making money off Major League Baseball, including, especially, commissioners and everyone else. So they go, hey, here's a guy like A-Rod. You know. And by the way, I don't like A-Rod personally. I don't follow baseball. I don't care about him, but I just see what's going on. And A-Rod's smart. He's playing. Every day he plays, he gets paid. And he probably figures, well, they're trying to drum me out.
Oh, he knows it.
But they are, most of these guys are on juice. They look the other way. It's all bullshit. It's all about management getting out of a contract.
And at some point, they could even go to jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they'll pressure him to get the fuck out and go away and not take his money. Yeah. So go sign a contract in this country. You got to be a super genius to predict all the ways they're going to shit on you. It's laughable. Anyway, Gary doesn't agree with me, but Fred does, and that's all. I only care about Fred agreeing with me.
Gary doesn't agree?
No. Well, he is guilty. He broke the rules. Well, I know. All of them are breaking the rules. Not all, but most.
The rules have always been there.
Yeah.
And everybody knew this.
It's when they choose to enact them.
They've been talking about it for years. Yeah.
It's when they choose to enact the rule. And at the end of your contract, when they have to pay you out for being a shitty player.
And when's he supposed to be? I mean, I was listening to some of Gary's argument, and I understand why he feels that way, but at what point do you start being honest? I mean, they've been letting you get away with it for years. So now you're supposed to say, oh, yeah, I did it?
Yeah.
And then fall on the spear? That's crazy.
And I like all the fans booing him, and it's like, you know what? You loved him when he was on Juice and he was playing well. Why don't you love him now?
Well, that's what I said to you a few weeks ago. But they do this all the time. What was that pitcher's name they got from Boston?
Oh, Clemens.
Hated him, loved him, hated him.
What's up?
No, Fred said, when are you supposed to start being honest? Like Andy Pettitte was honest. Andy Pettitte did it. He was honest. He said it. He apologized, and he stopped doing it. Served his penalty, and done. Everybody loves him again.
Yeah. He wasn't as serious about his shit like A-Rod was.
But the point is that
how much money do they owe the Yankees?
Ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like $65 million or something.
That's enough money to go after the guy.
Well, they also get to lower their salary. Was it the luxury tax or something? I'm not sure about the money on that. But then they can go out and get other players and dump him.
Of course, if the Yankees were in love with A-Rod and they wanted to pay him $65 million, you wouldn't even see this investigation going on.
I think the investigation
should happen 5 years ago.
You're right.
That's right. Why didn't it? Tell me the difference.
Well, I don't think
can't play anymore.
Believe me, this investigation isn't on because of A-Rod alone. They got rid of other big players too. Ryan Braun's huge player, won the MVP like 2 years ago.
Get rid of all of them.
No, and then he took his penalty, he's taken his time, and he's done. He's going to come back.
No. Yeah, but he's a young player, and he's going to get to come back. A-Rod's done.
Right.
But
and A-Rod won't get his money.
Yeah. He can't sit out like 2 years.
It's a money deal. All right, enough with that. I don't know enough about baseball to sit and argue about it, nor do I care. I wish they'd eliminate baseball. How do you like that?
There you go.
Get rid of the whole fucking thing. No more fantasy baseball. No more any of that bullshit.
But you're absolutely right. They could just blood test everybody.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
And clean up the sport.
Might have to get rid of everybody. We'll just fine everybody and not pay off their contracts.
Or just let everybody take the performance-enhancing drugs so the playing field's even.
Exactly.
Wish I could take some performance-enhancing drugs.
What performance would you like to enhance?
My physique. I'm thin, but I'm not ripped. And if I could take those steroids and, there'd be no harmful effects, I would do it. It's terrible to be so wimpy. It's ridiculous.
Well, it was funny last week when on AGT, what happened and you abandoned the women? And
Me? I didn't abandon any women.
Yourself.
No, Howie had a rubber snake. You talking about that?
Yes.
I didn't. No, you're I didn't even know what he was doing. The two women saw the rubber snake. Someone said move, and I went, move where? I didn't know what they were fucking doing. By the way, my security, I have it on tape. Ronnie and his security team.
Yes.
All of a sudden, there was a breakout of a dangerous thing. They all ran the other way. Not one of them came. No, they're supposed to run toward me when there's a problem.
Right.
It's like that's what the Secret Service. I was watching a thing about.
They ran
Reagan.
away. Every one of them.
What?
Joe, Ronnie, all of them.
They gotta go.
They all ran away. There was an emergency.
Real security.
But there was a snake.
Okay, you're a snake handler.
A rubber snake.
Oh, he's going to take a bullet. He won't take a bite.
You're supposed to drag me off.
Knew about it.
What? Why'd you run?
We saw it. We knew about it when he came in with it.
You ran.
We knew about it.
And you didn't tell me?
Of course not.
Why? Because
we didn't know what he was going to do.
You want me to be the victim of a practical joke?
We didn't know what he was going to do with it.
Oh.
We saw him come in the building with it.
Well, all I know is you and Joe and your whole team ran away.
Would you let me explain?
You all ran away.
Could I explain?
Go ahead.
When Howie came in, way before the show, he came into the building with a bag with it.
Okay.
In the bag.
All right.
And the guy, and all he kept doing was making like he was scared of a snake, all the way into the building.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. We didn't know what he was going to do at the table.
So why'd you run from it?
We didn't run. We were sitting in the seat right next to you.
No, you got up and ran.
No, I didn't.
There was danger. Why didn't you run toward me?
What? There was no danger. It was a rubber snake. What are you talking about?
You didn't know what was going on.
What are you talking about?
You head for Z Hills, Superman.
Oh, crap. I was sitting right there.
Hey, by the way, did I hear on the news you got a new Superman tattoo?
Maybe.
Is that true, or was the news wrong?
No, that's right.
What the fuck are you doing with a Superman tattoo? You don't even like Superman.
I love Superman.
You know anything?
No, it's not. I'm not an expert on Superman.
What is Superman's name?
But I used to watch when George Reeves was Superman. I used to watch it when I was a kid. I love the show.
He's got to be. You got to be the oldest guy who ever got a Superman
It's
tattoo.
not it's the new one. It's not the old one. It's from the new movie one.
Oh, there it is.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't know. So what's the difference?
I like it. And it was something for Stephanie. It was something for Stephanie, kind of.
How is that for Stephanie?
Because it's got her initials in it. If you see on the bottom, what's on the bottom? Can you see something on the bottom in the middle of it?
I can see.
Oh, that's for Stephanie, that shitty little C?
Yeah, but it's...
Where's the name Stephanie?
No,
Where's her name? Why
it's
not
her
an S?
initials, SC.
But why not? Oh, you mean Superman C?
SC.
SC.
Yeah. And I like the logo, so what's the big deal? I don't tell anybody what to put on there.
You don't like Superman.
Did I tell anybody
Did you
what
ever
to put
read
on?
a Superman comic?
Yeah.
What planet is Superman from?
Krypton.
Okay. What was Superman's father's name?
I don't remember.
What's Superman's name on Krypton?
I don't
fucking know.
What does that have to do with it?
If you put
because I
something on your
like something,
body art,
because I like something, it's bad.
Holy mackerel!
Oh, come on, man!
First of
Give
all,
me a
his name is
break.
Kal-El.
Okay, Whoopi.
And Jor-El is his father.
Thrilled. I'm thrilled to no end.
What's the Phantom Zone? That you should know from the movie.
Phantom Zone.
You know what the Phantom Zone is?
No.
Oh my God!
What does that have to do with the logo?
Holy moly! It's like if I put the Nike logo on my body, must mean I love Nike sneakers.
Okay, maybe you do.
But if you put the Superman logo,
maybe you just like the logo. You don't have to know anything about anything if you like the logo. What's the big deal?
Wow!
I don't get it.
You don't know anything about Superman.
Dude, I don't.
You're
get
not
it.
even into Superman.
Why are you yelling at me because I put?
I'm not
something...
yelling. I'm just shocked.
No, I heard you on the news. You said I was stupid for putting it on.
What makes Superman weak?
Krypton. Not Krypton.
Krypton.
Whatever that stuff is. I don't know.
Boron.
Moron.
No, boron.
Moron.
Boron makes him weak.
Listen. I don't tell anybody
Kryptonite.
Did I tell anybody what to put on?
Mackerel.
Do I tell you what to put on anybody? Or do I tell anybody what kind of tattoos to put on? Do I?
No.
Well, it would imply that you're a Superman fan.
No, I like the logo. I always liked the logo, but I would never put the old Superman on because everybody
Let me
has
see
that.
your Superman logo.
Why do you have to make
you
take all
got
my clothes off now?
Just take your jacket off.
Where did he get
Not
it?
all your clothes. Where'd you go to get it?
It's on my shoulder. In my neighborhood, this guy John
in Queens?
Wild Child.
Yeah. All right. Let me see it. See Wild Child. Superman
Did
logo.
they have to shave
For
you
Stephanie.
before?
What does that got to do with Stephanie, the Superman
This
logo?
is the in lieu of an engagement.
Yeah. That's in lieu of an engagement?
Yeah, now he's going to start tattooing himself.
Listen, that's been in a 10-carat engagement ring to her.
It is?
Kidding me? Yeah.
All right.
Kidding me? I tattooed my body.
But it's the Superman logo. It has nothing to do with Stephanie. No offense.
Yeah, nobody's going to sit there and look at that and go, wow, he must love
S is for
Stephanie.
Superman, not for Stephanie.
Yeah, but there's both initials are in there.
Look at his arms. Look what he did to him. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Superman. I'm Superman.
Oh, stop.
Let me see. Wait. Let me turn it toward me. Turn the Superman logo toward me. Wow.
Looks like a badge.
How is that for Stephanie? S is for Superman, not Stephanie.
Well, in your mind, it is.
Look what he did to his arms. He's covered his whole body with those tattoos.
I like them. You mind?
It's not
Actually,
quite
it's nice work. You got to say that.
Very
guy did a nice job.
Very nice.
What? You don't think the guy did a nice job?
What about the Playboy logo?
I don't
you used
like
to have
it.
that on your mud
I don't
flaps.
like that anymore.
You don't like that anymore.
No.
You used to like it.
No, I don't like that.
He used to decorate everything
Robin,
with it.
if the Guinness Book of Records, he's got to be the oldest guy who ever got the Superman logo on his body, right?
I think so. Yeah, they got to come in and make a record of this.
Most of the kids
logo,
would do
okay?
that. All right.
It's not the old one.
It's the new logo. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, make it clear. Okay.
And I don't know what that means.
He knows nothing about Superman.
What
That's
does that
kills
have
me.
to do? I don't get what.
Because
what
it
does
means
that
you're a
have to
fan
do
of
with it?
Superman.
I am a fan of Superman. It doesn't mean I have to know his history and everything about it. I used to watch the TV show. I like the TV show.
All right, on the TV show, who were the guys who came up from Middle Earth to attack Superman?
You think I remember that?
But you don't know anything. Okay.
Why do I have to know anything? What is up with that?
They're called the Mole Men, by the way.
Okay.
I know that's from the old.
I'm glad you're such an expert on
There was
Superman.
a guy whose name was Superman on the old series, but he wasn't Superman. Who was he? He had a mule.
He what?
Sylvester J. Superman. Remember him, Robin? Remember that guy?
Yeah, sure. Robin remembers.
She knows more about Superman than you do.
Chuck Connors played the role.
Chuck Connors played him.
Yeah, I remember
the
Chuck
rifleman.
Connors being in it. You think I remember his name? What the deal was?
I don't know.
I was
You're
5 years old,
You
dude.
say
That's
you
a
love
long time
Superman.
ago.
You know his girlfriend's name, right?
Lois Lane.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
And Perry White. And all those people.
And all those people.
What newspaper do they work for?
The Daily Planet.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you better learn
What's
something.
the city?
What city?
What's the city?
I don't know. What the city was. It looked like L.A. to me.
L.A.
The Daily Planet building looked like L.A.
Could you recite the opening to Superman?
What do you mean recite the
Faster
opening?
than a speeding bullet.
Yeah.
This
More
is what you
powerful
love.
than
And a
what?
locomotive.
Right.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman, okay? You happy now? The hell's wrong with you?
You got the tattoo.
I like the tattoo, okay?
Well, look, he's got Superman on his arm and the Batman logo on his face.
Right.
He's all
Which, by the way,
superheroed up.
looks pretty good.
Thank you.
That I approve.
Thank you.
Wow.
Now, what's wrong with the tattoo? Other than mean
All right,
that
here's
I
what's
don't
wrong
know the
with it.
history of it.
Number one, you're not into Superman. That's number one.
Yes, I am.
Number two,
I like the logo.
If you did it for your girlfriend,
yes,
get it like I have a B for Beth.
Yeah, okay, but I didn't
but
want to do
it's
that.
Not in the logo of
I didn't want to do that
because that would be Batman.
I wanted to do something different. Does that bother you?
Yeah, it
Why?
kind of does because
Well-
it's got nothing to do with Stephanie. That S. It's
Yes,
Superman.
it does. To me, it does, and to her, it does.
Okay.
And it's got
Yeah, but
it's got the C in the middle.
It doesn't say
I made
that
the guy
to
put the little
anyone
C in the
else.
middle. Very subtle.
Very
Doesn't
subtle.
say that to
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
else.
Well, I'm not going to put a big giant C in there. Then it looks stupid.
Robin makes a point. The Superman.
Of course,
logo
Robin
says
always makes a
Superman.
point when it's sticking me in the back.
It
Go
doesn't
ahead.
say Stephanie.
Right, it's not supposed to say
the world,
Stephanie.
No, to the world, it says Superman, not anything to do
And
with
to
Stephanie.
her, it means a lot. Believe
If you
me.
just had SC
You
on
want to
your-
ask her? Call her and ask her. It means a lot to her.
Well, because you badger her.
No, I didn't badger her. Did I
She's afraid
badger her?
because she's afraid to tell you it doesn't mean anything to her.
Oh, that's so bullshit, man. Sorry.
All right.
And now you're an expert.
Ronnie got a tattoo for me. It's a Superman logo.
Who got something for you, huh? Nobody's got something for you.
Nobody got shit for her either.
You want a bed?
Tattoo.
Always quick to kill.
Always. Well, that's what
Always
makes
quick
you
to kill.
special.
Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations
Oh, thank you very much.
on your new tattoo.
Thank you. I like it.
And I heard you got a new car.
Superman's
You're
very
keeping that a
happy.
secret too. What the fuck?
Why do I have to broadcast everything I do?
You got rid of your truck?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm shocked.
7 years, man. I had enough of it.
And I heard you got
Time
some
for
kind of sports car or something. No
sport-
more truck.
A sports sedan.
What is it? What'd you get?
Do I have to say what it is?
Hey, you don't have to, but I mean, I'm curious. What'd you get?
A Dodge SRT8.
Why is that funny to me? I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
Fred, what is the story on that?
It's a very fast car.
Yeah. Well, Ronnie does drive
It's a
like a
sedan.
maniac.
It's a nice sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck Zito saw it the other night. He fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, then after AGT.
Oh, it must be a man's car.
Chuck's
Come
been
over
like,
here, Chuck.
It
It's
is.
got
Look-
a Hemi.
It does.
Oh!
It does have a Hemi.
What's a
Yes, it
Hemi,
does.
Fred?
It's a hemispherical piston.
There you
It
go.
is superior to the flat-topped piston. Oh!
Wow. It's a Dodge
SRT8.
And is the S part of the Superman logo?
No.
Is that for Stephanie?
No,
Stephanie.
Is that for Stephanie?
Stephanie.
No, and no,
Is
and
the
no.
Dodge S for Stephanie?
No.
No.
And the R is for Ronnie.
No.
S and R.
Absolutely not.
And T8 turning 80. What is the
I'm sorry I care about my
are-
girlfriend. It bothers you. Okay.
Oh yeah, you care about it.
I do.
I know you do. That I'm not going to argue about. But the S is not for Stephanie.
Not for her.
It's a
Yes, it
Superman.
is.
The world looks at it as the Superman.
Well,
logo.
good. Let the world look at it, and we have our own private thing about it, what it is. Okay?
Well, that's like me saying my dragon tattoo is for Beth. I mean, it's private.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
You don't
it's
have
not
her initials in the dragon tattoo.
Oh, is that the
No.
only way it could be that?
There you go.
There you go. You got a point there.
There's
All right.
All right.
All right.
Suppose they had a secret thing about dragons.
Yeah, we have a secret thing
Well,
about
then you should
dragons.
put initials in the middle of it.
I have her initial on my finger.
Okay.
The
Then I
dragon.
have hers on my arm.
You have the Superman logo on your arm with
But
the C in
it's
it.
an S with a C.
You know what? When I saw Howard's
Robin,
B,
you're not
I
going to
knew
win.
it
I'm
was
sorry.
for Beth. I knew it was for Beth.
Well, good for you. Because you're so perfect.
Well, of course, everyone knew it was for Beth.
Okay.
And it's very easy to figure out.
Okay.
You got to
I am
read
so happy. I am
hieroglyphics
so
to know
happy
your,
for. No, you don't.
code.
I am so happy for both of you.
You know what's great about this show? You know the MTV VJ Kennedy. Remember her?
Yes.
She just wrote a book. And one of the chapters of the book is about, she was a big fan of the Howard Stern Show, and when she first heard the Howard Stern Show in L.A., it really changed her life. And she said, I started listening the first week to Howard Stern in L.A., and I didn't understand the show at first because they kept talking to each other, and they kept talking to, like, the staff members, and I said, well, when is the show going to start? Not realizing that was the show.
That's the show.
Busting balls. But really, it is fascinating to me because, you know, I do love Ron. He's a good man. But his thought process fascinates me.
Good. I'm glad.
The Superman.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah. The Superman logo for Stephanie is maybe your greatest thing yet.
Well, she likes it.
No, she doesn't. I
Yes,
can almost
she
guarantee you.
No, she doesn't. Listen to you.
She's afraid to tell you.
Yeah, she's afraid
No,
to tell
because
me.
you get crazy.
How much you want to bet me she's not afraid to tell me? Why wouldn't she tell me?
Because you're not an easy guy to argue with.
There's nothing to argue.
If she said to you, Ronnie, it's Superman. It's not Stephanie.
That's not what she said.
No, of course not.
Oh, yeah, because you have it figured out.
Because trying to argue with you is impossible. You're a
Hey,
hothead.
Ronnie, what have you figured out?
I figured out I know what it's for. That's what I figured out. And that's why I did it.
Are you going to get more tattoos, or you think you're done?
No, I got a couple more.
Couple more?
Well, I'm doing the guy. We're gonna do something with my skull over here. The one that you got me in L.A.
What are you going to do to it?
We're gonna finish it off a little bit more.
You don't like it?
No, I do, but he came up with some ideas to finish it off over here. So
It's not finished?
no.
All right.
He doesn't think it's finished enough.
All right.
He thinks there's some cool stuff we could do with it.
What did it cost you for the Superman logo?
Well, here's the funny part. You ready?
Yeah.
It was $300.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was in the chair for like a little over 3 hours.
Did he hit any moles? Because you have a mole issue.
He hit one.
Oy vey.
Ooh.
He hit one.
What does that mean?
What's that like?
Well, not that he hit it. He knew it was there. He didn't.
So what does he do? Does he can't tattoo over the mole? He's got to just go around it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. He had to go around the mole.
I took him for his first tattoo, and he had so many moles. We had to go around every mole.
So the funny part about it was $300.
Go ahead.
And Stephanie had given me a gift certificate for the place.
Right.
At Christmas for $250.
Go
She
ahead.
paid for most of the tattoo.
Oh. So what's...
Oh, that's funny.
What's funny about
it's
that?
funny. It's strange.
I'm cracking up on
Why
the
is
inside.
that funny?
I just thought it was strange that I got a tattoo with her initials and then she paid for it.
All right.
All right.
All right. Good
It's my
story.
thought process,
Good
you know.
story.
You
Good
love my
story.
thought
All right.
process.
I think we had enough of them.
You had enough?
Once
I think we had enough.
You had enough, or you want some more?
You wore me out.
Huh?
I'm worn out.
Huh? You want more?
No. I'm worn
I'll
out.
give you a lot more.
All right. Thanks.
You ready?
Go ahead.
You
Want to
ready?
hear something
Go
funny?
ahead.
Yeah, here's something funny.
Go ahead.
So I go and get my car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Dodge.
I bring it home.
SRT8.
I bring it home. My son sees the car.
Right.
Guess what? Guess what he went and did?
Got another
Got
car.
the same exact car.
So now you have two.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just two different
Is
color.
it an expensive car?
Different
How much does
color
it cost for a
interiors.
Dodge SRT8, roughly?
Loaded up with everything, about 49.
Oh, 49.
Yeah.
Hey, don't I have Ronnie tape, guys? What do I have for Ronnie? I think I got some Ronnie stuff. JD, we got any Ronnie? Gary? Oh.
They're all out there cracking up.
Go to
from
a
his last
different mic.
story.
Don't touch me.
Have you seen Ronnie's new tattoo?
I saw only a picture of it.
Oh. Oh,
that C cannot be any smaller. You need like a microscope to see that.
Yeah,
C.
but dude, you're not supposed to put a big giant C in the middle of it. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, it is if it's supposed to be for your girlfriend.
It is, and she knows it's there, and so everybody who's seen it knows it's there.
Oh.
Everybody I showed it to, look at the little C in the middle. They know.
It's all right. You're romantic. We know. Jay,
that's
more romantic than you, my friend.
I know.
That's
I know.
Ronnie
Well, you have
talking
someone
about-
to be romantic too.
That's Ronnie talking about his tattoo. What else you got?
That was all.
Some Ronnie songs, some Ronnie orgasm and stuff.
That I'm not sure. Maybe GP2.
This is what Ronnie sounds like when he's having an orgasm. That you?
I don't know what they did there.
No, Howard,
What
it's the one that says Ronnie.
Okay. What is that from? What is this? Where did you get this from?
Yes, Richard.
What was Richard doing to you?
Ask Richard. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Oh.
What is that?
Richard said, Ronnie, could you make the sound that you make when you have an orgasm so I can record it?
All right, here's Ronnie orgasming with a guy.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Oh.
See, with a dude.
Whatever.
King of all blacks, you're on the air.
Yeah, I want to ask Ronnie, what year is his car?
Oh, here we go.
I just want to ask you. That's
13.
All. Don't get angry.
13.
They changed it in 2015. It's changed. It's over.
What do you mean 2015? The 15's aren't even out yet. What are you talking about, you moron?
No. If you go on future cars.
Oh, God, this guy, he's got something to say about
what is he
everything.
saying? What is he saying?
He
Something
said they're going to change the body style or something in 2015. That's 2 years from now.
No, it's not 2 years. They're going to come out in 2014. You know how they come out.
God, man.
Are you saying if
go change your faucet in your bathroom? Leave
Are you
me
saying
alone.
if he waited a few months, he would have had the new model?
Yeah, his car is already old.
Yeah, okay. He's such a fucking moron because he drives some piece of Lexus or whatever he drives.
Yeah, but Ronnie doesn't know he'll be around in a few months. He wants it now.
Whatever. Dude, you are such a douchebag, man. Nobody likes you. Everybody fucking hates you. Why are you calling in here? You're such a everybody hates you. Talk to everybody in your whack pack group. They all can't stand your big mouth and ugly face, man. They just can't dig you. You're a phony. You're a full of shit.
Why are you upset? Because he said you got the wrong body
because
type?
nobody likes him. I was talking to Marianne the other night, and it's just like nobody digs this fucking guy.
All right, King.
He's a piss wipe.
What?
Can I just ask you something?
Yes.
Do you like me?
Do I like you?
Me?
I like you. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, good.
Let me tell you something, Ronnie. Your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, sometimes they pretend to like things.
Okay, yeah, like yours does. Like she pretends she likes you sucking on her goddamn feet, you moron. Yeah, anybody who locks their wife up in the house and doesn't let them out, there's something wrong with that, dude. Yeah, there's something definitely wrong with that. There's something, somebody should investigate that situation.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You've been with your wife a long time. You have a sense of what she likes and what she doesn't like. He doesn't care.
Yeah, your wife loves to be locked up in the house, I'm sure.
All right, King.
Like a
Thank
prisoner.
you.
It's
I could
great.
listen to this all day, but all right, Ron, you've had your workout for the morning. Congratulations on the car and on the Superman tattoo.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Stephanie, who Ronnie has proven his love to.
Exactly.
With SC.
There you go.
Very nice.
All right.
All right.
No, with
Goodbye.
Superman C.
Well, don't start in.
He must call her Superman.
Yeah, her nickname is Superman. She paid for it. Hey!
Oh, I got a free tattoo.
Ron, it's okay if I ask you a question while you're dressing?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Oh my God.
Do you think that the only reason Howard doesn't like your tattoo is because it's attached to
But you
you?
agree with it?
Probably.
The other judges?
Probably. You find something wrong with everything I do, so it's okay. It doesn't bother me anymore.
When you were getting...
And Robin, forget about it. I mean, I don't care what Robin says.
She's a bus driver.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
throws you right under.
Exactly. I don't see anybody putting any tattoos on their body about
At
her.
a certain point, I start fast forward.
So you think it's jealousy coming from
I don't know
Robin?
what it is. I don't really care.
I don't want to hear what they
When you were designing this tattoo, when you were
I
thinking
didn't
about
design
getting...
it. I took the logo off the movie.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
I didn't design it. All I did was put the little friggin' C in the middle.
You have approval? Save my comments for the
You have approval to use that
Stop
logo?
it. Yeah, like everybody else has the original Superman.
You can't use that logo.
Did I have the approval?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Okay, so Ronnie, when
take you to court now.
when you were thinking about getting this
see?
tattoo...
Look, she's already calling.
And a white shirt and a tie the other night.
What?
Not only did Robin tell me,
What do you want?
handsome I looked in it.
Why are you calling me? You should have called the show.
I know, including my own mother called to tell me that.
What?
Wow.
I was a hit. I was a fashion hit.
I'm supposed to. How am I going to tell you when I'm on the air? How am I supposed to tell you? You're not smart enough to know to call?
Almost looked attractive.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
All right. All right. This is all on tape now. Okay, so I got to go.
Do you think that you're a bad or an impulsive decision maker sometimes?
No.
Like as Howard would
No,
do
I
with
thought
that?
about this.
How long was this in the making for, as far as like wanting to show Stephanie your love?
Is like basically.
Probably when the movie came out, I thought about it, and I saw the logo. So it's a few months.
Okay.
Okay.
What's next on the horizon?
I don't know. I'm not telling you.
Have you ended your tattoo?
No, I
career?
told you. We're gonna do something on the one I have already, the skull I have on my arm here, and I got a spot for somebody else over here. Something else. Okay.
All right. Congratulations, sir.
You're welcome.
You're a Superman in my book.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm thrilled.
Hey, Bobo. This is Bobo in, you know Bobo.
Hey now.
Bobo.
How you doing there, Howard? Are you planning to take over NBC's offer and fill in for Matt Lauer?
No, I'm not. I canceled it.
Oh, man, you'd be great on there.
I canceled it. I was going to, in fact, I think I was going to do it today or next Monday. I was going to go over to the Today Show and take over for Matt for an hour.
Yeah.
In other words, Matt's day off.
Right.
And I thought this would be so brilliant because no one ever would think that I would sit in for Matt Lauer. And so I was making plans to go over and do it, but then I found out, and no disrespect to Mel B, but I found out the next hour she was doing it. And then the following day, Elvis Duran was doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
And I just went, well, I must be delusional. I thought it was a special sort of honor. And suddenly it seemed like I was just, host of the hour. And so I canceled it. In other words, I thought Robin, I was under the impression, I don't get to see the Today Show. I thought this was unheard of.
Right, you thought it was special.
I thought it was special. And it wasn't.
Elvis Duran, Z100 guy?
Yeah, so I just said, well, if everyone is doing it, it's not that special. It's evidently a cavalcade of people sitting in for Matt Lauer.
I get it.
All right, thank you.
You got it, man.
Right, bye. Bobo out. So I will not be on the Today Show. NBC asked me to do promotion, but I'm doing all kinds. You know what? Before the show Tuesday night, they have a sit-down with press for sit-downs. And then after the show on Wednesday night, they have more press. How much exposure do they need?
Well, nobody sees that stuff.
Well,
Where
I
does
mean,
that stuff wind
it
up?
winds up on Access Hollywood or Entertainment Tonight or that kind of thing.
Not every week.
Well, you're right, because you know what? They sit there. They don't ask me about America's Got Talent. They ask me about, like, Simon Cowell and his baby, and that's what they use. So I don't even want to be on these shows. So the promotion doesn't even work. They interview you for an hour, and then they ask you about Simon Cowell's baby. Which, by the way, you know, Simon Cowell is the executive producer of America's Got Talent or something like that.
Yeah, his name is on it.
So, you know, they ask you right away. They go, well, what do you think of Simon Cowell and his baby? I said, if Simon was here working, he wouldn't have time for babies. I've never seen him on the set. You know, you try to say something witty. But what do I give a fuck? I said, I think they aired it. I saw it on one of the shows. I said he should wear a rubber. Who the fuck believes a woman when she says she's on the pill? Especially when she's a married woman. In other words, she's lying to her husband. What makes you think she wouldn't lie to you?
Yeah, why wouldn't she lie to you?
Yeah, I mean, on some level, I said he must have wanted the baby. Me, a woman tells me she's on the pill. I'm like, I'll wear a rubber anyway. There's STDs. There's all kinds of shit going around. Right?
You're married. Yeah. There's a lot of reasons here to wear a rubber.
Yeah. I don't know if your husband's cheating. I mean, he should be wearing a rubber. What?
Jason said the story was that she said she couldn't have babies. Would that change your mind?
Yeah, of course. I would wear a rubber. First of all, STDs is number one. Number one, you have to wear a rubber when you're with a woman that you don't know. Oh, don't worry. I don't have anything. Yeah, until you have something.
It said that they were a couple for like 4 years.
Who? Simon?
Yeah. So
I don't know.
if you're with somebody for 4 years, at some point do you stop wearing a rubber?
No, because she's with her husband, too. You don't know where he's been. And quite frankly, she should demand that Simon wear a rubber. Evidently, Simon fucks like a rabbit. This guy's busy like a bee pollinating every flower he can get his hands on. They got him linked to a different girl all the time. God bless him. He's having fun. What do I care? But wear a rubber, for Christ's sakes. You know. And who trusts a woman? He's a wealthy dude. Yeah, you know they're looking for a payday. And who knows? I mean, hey, maybe he wants the kid. Maybe he's in love. I don't know. What do I know about Simon Cowell? I work on that show.
There might be a perfectly good reason for
I even turned to one of them. I said, "What?" After the fifth person asked me on these press lines, I said, "What do I know about this guy? What do I know that you don't know? What are you asking me for? Ask me about America's Got Talent. Otherwise, I want to go home." Enough of that. I want to thank Sirius. We got a little bit of dough to fix up our compound. We've been here. How many years have we been here? 7 or 8 years? I don't even know. 7 years or 8 years? Anybody know? Fred, you know?
I don't know the exact
You don't know.
date, no.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we arrive in 2005?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just got here. I don't know. Seems like only yesterday. But I don't know. It's been 7 or 8 years we're here, and we had a nice remodeling over the week we were gone of the facilities, and we have nice new carpet down. And anybody fucks with that carpet or fucks up on it, I'm firing them. Look at that, Robin. Look how nice.
Mm-hmm. It's wonderful. I mean, a lot of horrible things happened to that last carpet.
Yeah, a lot of horrible things. There's a beautiful picture of Fred in the hall and Robin. There's my sweet Robin.
Robin Sweetie.
Robin Sweetie. And there you can see various posters. Very lovely.
Our career.
Show Robin the bathroom. We remodeled the bathroom for the guests.
Oh, really? Because that bathroom was a nightmare.
Well, I don't want anyone using it. That's for guests. Open that up and show Robin. Look at this remodeling we did. Isn't this nice? How pleasant when you walk in now.
Oh, lovely. It's
Nice
not a
mirror.
storage closet anymore.
No, it's lovely. No pee on the floor, no shit anywhere.
On the walls.
All right. Nice, huh?
Beautiful.
Nice little...
You
good.
can hear the show.
You can hear the show in the bathroom. And here's the green room. Look how nice this looks. That's the green room. I'm giving Robin a virtual tour with our camera.
Green room looks good.
Doesn't that look nice? Beautiful. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, so we did a remodeling job. But I'm telling you, Richard and Sal, I don't want you jizzing on the carpet. I don't want you guys having a cupcake fight. Took me a long time to get the budget for that. Costs a fortune, too. You know, this is a union building. Anything you do is $5 billion. You know that, Robin.
Well, every time you allow something that's going to mess up the carpet, I will point that out to you.
Thank you. Yeah, good, Sal. Clean it up. That's it. There's Sal cleaning the carpet. Take off your shoes.
That's right. Everybody should wear booties.
Filthy looking shoes. We yeah. Oh, come on, come on.
no.
Put your pants on. Oh,
Hey, now.
moron.
I had to see that. Look at that.
Oh, Jesus.
See, that should not be
All right,
allowed.
and no one,
Oh, my God.
we're on the radio. No one can see that. Oh, I wish we were streaming live right now with TV.
I wish somebody had like a paddle.
All right, can you turn that off? Sal was twerking with his balls. Oh, you could throw up from that. I went and bought a book I bought Tina Fey's book.
It's a great book.
I can't read it.
Why?
Because I can't read. I don't know.
Did you try to start it?
I hate reading books.
But did you open it and look at it?
Yeah. I read
Okay.
the first couple of pages. It was pretty good. And then I lost
And then
interest.
you put it down, and that was it?
It was very, very, it was very good, but I just can't read books. I think maybe I have a learning disability.
Don't do that.
It's got to be either that or I'm stupid.
You're not
Because why
stupid.
can't I sit through a whole book? And it seems like such a fun thing to do, like to curl up with a book, you know, and get into
I
it.
never thought of it as fun.
Well, isn't
Reading a book is great. It is fun.
it's supposed to be fun? I never see it as fun either.
Take a book on vacation. Take a book to the beach.
Makes me want to puke. It does.
No, what it is when you pick up a book when you have nothing else.
That's not true.
I always have. You know what it is, Robin? You're right. I always have something else to do. I had to watch Strike Force yesterday. You mean there's TV on, and then there's books.
And I'm going to read a book.
Why would I do that?
I'd rather read a book than watch a stand-up comedian on a plane.
Oh, not me. I don't know. But you don't like reading either.
No, I do. I read books.
Yeah, you like them-
I listen to books and I also read. I
do?
got a stack 20 books high on my night table. I don't
I
get
think
to
you
them.
got to have a high IQ. I think
You
I have a low
don't.
IQ. I do, or something's wrong with me that I start to read and I go, oh, it's so much.
I would always never find myself reading, and then I'd assign myself reading.
Yeah, I would think you
like
read.
you're supposed to read.
Yeah.
I gave you 2 books in the last 10 years that I just know you would love, but you
I
won't
don't
read,
even know
you
how
won't
you
read
have
them.
time to produce the show. You're so busy with reading and...
Yeah, it's crazy. Reading. Were you playing chess?
I stopped. Too busy with the show.
But if you're smart enough to play chess, you're smart enough to read a book.
I don't know. I wasn't that smart at chess.
I gave you a book about the music scene in the 70s, like Jackson Browne.
Yeah, I tried reading that. That was pretty good for about 3 pages.
And I gave you the book that I'm dying for you to read that is so awesome is Jerry Lewis wrote a book about only about him and Dean Martin.
Yeah, I know. I have that book at home. It's on my bookshelf.
Your bookshelf, like we talked about this last week.
Yeah, I have an awesome
You
bookshelf.
look so smart from that bookshelf.
I know. I have not read one of those books.
Robin, his bookshelf is so good that you need a ladder to get to the top of the shelf for the books he doesn't read.
Right.
I have a whole
and it's
room.
all the books he's never read.
I have a whole room devoted to books that I don't read.
But the ladder makes it look like you're super smart.
Yeah, well,
Because
that ladder is like a move.
No, I know. But it makes it look like you read so much that you have to go to the top shelf to get a new book.
Yeah, when you build a
That's
library.
right. I got to go look up something. I know that book's up there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's where I keep some of my more important books. I don't like people touching those. Yeah, I hate reading. I don't mind reading the paper. I like that. You know, the New York Times is good. Stuff that's real, you know. When people make up stories, it's so boring. Although when you see them in a movie, they're good. The Dome is good. That's a good show.
Yeah, The Dome is a great show.
Yeah.
How many episodes has been
So
on
far,
so
so
far?
good.
6
I think
or 7.
7 or 8.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
That's with Hank from
Hank's in it.
Breaking
yeah.
Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Breaking Bad's good. Strike Force is excellent.
You know, I lost the thread on Strike Force.
Falling Skies was great. They just ended that one
That
again.
just ended. Yeah, it was a good
Awesome.
finale.
I'm going to read a book when I can watch TV.
Well, you can do all of the above.
No, not for me. I got so much on TV I need to watch. I start a book and then go, I'm going to go watch TV.
All right. Who watches more TV than anybody you know?
No one more than me.
John Hine.
Right. And John reads books.
Does he?
Yeah, we trade
Yeah, but
books.
John looks like a guy who's never even walked anywhere. I also exercise.
That's what's happened. He's so busy sitting and reading and watching, he can't get exercise.
Yeah, like I could have read a book if I didn't run 5 miles on Saturday and rode my bike so I could lose some weight. John ought to stop reading. Or if he's reading, he ought to do it while he's walking on the treadmill.
Which will destroy your sight, I think.
What is with John? What's going on with his weight? He's not alarmed? Did he try the new pretzel burger?
What is that?
Oh, my God. It's the biggest selling burger at Wendy's.
What is it?
It's a pretzel.
like a pretzel bun or something.
Yeah, like you don't like the pretzels.
Yeah,
like
they have this thing called pretzel bread.
pretzel bread. It's pretzel.
I love
though.
pretzel bread.
And then it's a burger with cheese and lettuce and tomato. I mean, I think John Hine was there all week at Wendy's.
Standing in line.
John, what's your review of the pretzel burger? It's like single-handedly elevated Wendy's.
Although does he like Wendy's? That might.
I think he likes Wendy's. Burger King is no good for him.
Right. Here's John with a report on the new pretzel burger.
I haven't had it.
Oh, whoa.
What?
No. But it's the bun is a pretzel.
I saw it.
Yeah, people are going crazy over it.
I know.
But I haven't
It
had
looks
one.
so good. Because I've been dieting. I'm so fucking hungry all the time.
Even things you wouldn't eat look good to you.
Oh, I swear I'd kill a cow and eat it right now.
I thought you're more evolved than that.
No, not when I'm this hungry. Evolution goes right out the window.
Like a caveman.
Yeah. Anybody have it yet?
Howard, I had
Did
one.
Jason try it? Who
Scott
was that?
DePace.
Yeah, I had one. It was awesome.
What is that? That pretzel? Mmm.
Yeah, the bun. It was like warm, and it had the salt on top.
Mmm.
Oh, it was good.
Is the pretzel bread hard?
No, it was soft.
Oh.
It was like eating a soft pretzel, except now you've also got the cheese and the burger and bacon.
I'm gonna stop home on the way.
Bacon too.
Yeah, because that wasn't enough. How many calories in that? Anybody have any idea how many calories?
680.
980.
680.
680. You know what it is, though? If you could just eat one of those, that wouldn't be a bad meal, like 600 calories, but then you got to get fries. You got to get a shake.
Yeah, you didn't eat it alone, did you, Scott?
I probably had a Frosty, a small Frosty.
What is that? How many calories in a Frosty? You know what I do now? When I don't have time to, like, have lunch, I go over to GNC, I get the banana protein smoothie.
You're still getting that?
Yeah, and it gives me a headache and upsets my stomach, but I don't give a fuck. It's 200 of the most fantastic calories ever. That's my whole lunch.
It hurts your stomach, did you say?
Yeah, it makes me miserable, and I love it.
Fills you up?
Yeah, for a while. It doesn't make me feel good, though. There's something that I don't like about it, but I don't care. It tastes so good. You know? Oh, my God, that's something. 200 calories, too.
That's a lot for a smoothie?
No, that's beautiful. That's my lunch.
A small Frosty, I think, is 320 calories.
And so now you're up to 1,000 with the sandwich and the Frosty.
No.
Yeah, you're up to 1,000.
That could be your dinner.
And the fries?
All right, what's that, another 200?
I don't get any fries. I'm not eating carbs except for that bun.
Except for the pretzel.
Well, hey, so let's say that's 1,000 calories. Is that your dinner or lunch?
That was lunch.
Yeah, that's a big lunch. You're getting fat.
Wow, I'm down 30 pounds.
Are you?
30?
Yeah.
I was checking out your ass. It looked a little big. You looked a little wide back there. Ronnie was telling me that Sonic. What's Sonic?
Another burger place.
Yeah, I don't even know that place. They have pretzel dog, like a hot dog with a pretzel.
That's a drive-up place.
Oh.
Dunkin' Donuts now has a pretzel sandwich, too.
Oh, yeah? Is it good?
I didn't try that one.
One day I'm going to get fat and not care, and I'm going to eat all this shit. I'm going to have it all.
Well, tell us when so we can get fat and then you can't make fun of us.
Well, hey, do what you're fat already. What do you care?
I'm not fat.
Oh,
I'm heavier.
Yeah.
I'm not fat.
You put back a lot of your weight.
Yeah, but what is the definition of fat?
Honestly, you're probably... You don't look bad today because you're wearing that shirt out, but you're probably 20 pounds overweight.
15.
Yeah,
but
15, 20. I
but
just
that's
dropped
fat?
15.
Like, then what's... I went on vacation.
But you don't look good. You got titties and you got a big belly.
I went on vacation, and I saw a lot of people who were, 70. Like, Sal just told me he was down in Ocean City, Maryland. He said, people 100 pounds overweight.
You think John Hines fat?
He's heavy.
He's
Definitely.
heavy, but he's not obese. You're not obese, are you?
I can lose quite a few.
You don't look that bad.
That's because I wear baggy clothes.
Do you have the kind of like those maternity pants? What size waist are you?
40.
You're a 40?
Yeah.
Then how am I a 36, 38?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, these are 40.
Hey, can I tell you something? And I hate to do this because I know it upsets him so badly. We talked about the renovation here.
Yeah.
There's a picture of JD from here. He's got to be 30 pounds lighter.
Oh, he
He's
looks
gotta
terrible. He's very heavy.
Like, when I saw it on the wall, it was so startling. It's him sitting next to Dennis Rodman on this couch.
But maybe he just figured, like, what's the difference if he's heavy? He doesn't look that different. You know what I mean? Like, when he was thin, he wasn't getting laid, so he might as well be fat.
I know, but now he's more social than he was 10 years ago.
What's he doing about his weight? Nothing, huh?
When you walk by his door, it literally is like watching John Hines' fast food show.
Right.
Every day he's trying out something new.
Is that right?
Dude, you are at least 30, 40 pounds heavier.
I've been the same weight like for the past 2 years.
Oh,
3 years.
Dude, you're way heavier than when I met you.
How much more are you?
Honestly,
I know that.
How much more are you than the guy in the picture with Dennis Rodman?
Listen, I was probably like maybe 165, 170 there.
Wow, look at the difference. What
And
do you got
now I'm like, in between 205 and 210.
You got a huge gut. Look at it.
Okay.
You can see through your pants.
Okay. No. Goodbye. I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Because I hate this. I don't want to be.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
You know what to do.
Yeah, I know what to do.
What do you eat for breakfast? Do you have fast food for breakfast?
I don't really have much of a breakfast.
Hey, every
No.
fat guy says that.
No, I don't.
Breakfast. That's how I know you're fat.
No, I don't. If I do have a breakfast, I have a sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
How about knocking off the cheese? That's gotta be.
Well, okay. Well, sorry.
How about the sausage?
By the way, I don't eat fast food every day. I have like salmon some days and stuff like that. I do. It's true. Oh, what are you? No, get out of here, Will. I don't need Will in here to do this.
What's he
Get out of
doing?
here.
What does he know?
He's an asshole is what he is.
What?
You see him almost every morning walk back to his office with a Pepsi and a bag of Cheetos. That's his breakfast.
No,
and then on Cupcake Wednesdays, you're throwing them back like Tic Tacs. I've seen you with like 3 cupcakes.
Oh, you're such it's so not true.
Is
Get
it
out
true?
of here.
Is it
No,
true? Be honest.
no.
Why
I
are you
barely eat the cupcakes
Dude,
here.
you can't be getting that
He's
heavy from eating
lying.
nothing.
Howard, he's lying about cupcakes.
Then why are you heavy?
Because I don't.
You drink Pepsi?
Yes.
You don't need Pepsi. Drink water. It'll knock off tons of calories.
Okay, well.
You need an intervention. I'm the only guy around here who can do it.
I'm not. I don't eat. I barely eat the cupcakes here. He's lying about that.
I've seen you take a box back there.
Yes.
No, but definitely the Cheetos and the soda.
Cheetos are bad.
That's his breakfast.
That's sometimes, yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
But JD, you eat fast food almost every day of the week. If you have lunch 5 days a week, how many days is fast food? At least 3. And by the way, he's not talking about.
Answer, Gary.
He's not talking. He doesn't think it's fast food when you go downstairs and you go to the buffet and you take the fried chicken pieces and you throw like one little piece of broccoli.
He doesn't
in there.
understand what it is. Hey, everybody, come forward and say what they saw JD eat.
No, I don't need that.
Like an intervention.
No, I can say what I eat.
You go to fast food with him all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. JD eats McDonald's, pizza. No, not a lot of pizza lately.
I eat some pizza.
Wendy's.
Wow.
No, I don't really eat there so much. Sometimes.
Five Guys.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Chipotle sometimes. There's a place down the street, Toasties, and then Cafe Metro is where I get the salmon.
Yes, salmon.
And and sometimes the
salmon
white
happens once.
And sometimes whitefish, and sometimes chicken and tomato and basil. And
Basil.
Yeah.
Basil,
I eat with basil.
rathbone.
Of course, I get macaroni and cheese with it because I like it. But
No, you're eating
Oh
something.
my God.
Why don't you put yourself on like a 1,500, 1,500 calories?
because I am not that
Disciplined?
Yes.
Oh. You don't know the word discipline?
Well,
He doesn't even know what he is.
Sometimes words become hard.
not.
I guess because he's not disciplined, he doesn't have to learn the word because he's never going to use it.
I know the word. Sometimes, when I'm speaking.
No, I know you get upset when they put pictures of you online and everyone writes you're fat.
Oh my! Well, I mean,
so
it's not the greatest thing in the world.
I mean, come on, you're a young guy. You want to get some pussy and everything.
No,
How are you going to get pussy if you're all fat? Chicks aren't into that.
See pretzel burger. See pretzel burger.
Pretzel burger always
Pretzel
wins.
burger
huh?
wins.
Pretzel burger wins.
John Hines married. He can get fat. You're not.
Oh, I am well aware of what's going on.
This fucking guy's nuts. I got to tell you JD's story.
Oh
real quick.
no one out. What? Where'd you hear this from?
No, I heard that the guy said there's some porn star you're in love with. So they said either or.
Oh.
You could fuck the porn star and give up your baseball card, one of your valued baseball cards, and you were like, yeah, I'll fuck the porn star. And then They said, okay, f the porn star or give up your spelling trophy, and you wouldn't give up the spelling trophy.
Well, I earned that spelling bee trophy.
That's crazy.
I can't get. That's like a once in a lifetime,
Wow,
you know,
dude,
thing.
Howard, 6th grade, though.
Howard, the greatest line was, I said, JD, you wouldn't give up that spelling trophy to fuck this girl that you love, Lisa Ann? He goes, I'll take my chances in the real world.
I'll take the outside chance and keep the trophy.
If it was a slam dunk, you got to burn the trophy.
I cannot.
Wow.
That trophy means that much.
Well, yeah, I went through a lot of studying and stuff for it. I mean, I'm not going to give it up. I'm sorry.
Wow. 6th grade, dude.
Listen.
I won a state championship writing award.
Well,
in
be
6th
proud
grade.
of it then.
You know where the award is? Because I don't.
Well,
it's fucking gone. My parents threw it in the garbage.
I can't tell you that. I don't know what to say to that.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm sorry.
I won an award that's probably more impressive than the dumb spelling award.
Well, okay. Well, good.
You know?
You should be proud of it.
No, I'm not proud. I'm an
I
idiot.
lettered in 9th grade for academics. I don't know where that
where's your
letter
fucking
is.
letter?
Listen, I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I haven't accomplished much,
No, I'm
but
just
what
saying.
I have, I'm proud of, and
you want to get chicks.
But this, Howard,
You gotta lose weight.
It's not chicks. It's this particular chick.
No, I
He
know.
loves her. She's coming on the show in a couple of weeks. He loves her. That's a girl.
Did you ask her if she'd fuck him if he gives him the spelling award?
I did not. But because it's not. What's the point if he's not going to do it?
He'll do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
You wouldn't?
I'm not going to give
You're
it.
not giving up that trophy.
No, I'm not.
Who's this porn star?
Her name's Lisa Ann. By the way, I'm not exactly. I think she's more into like basketball players and those.
What are you saying? What do you
Black
mean?
guys, you mean?
Yeah, she likes basketball and football players.
Is she a good speller?
I don't know.
But forget about what she's into. You're into her.
Well, yeah.
You got to lose weight, dude.
Hey, Howard,
I know.
how much do you
You're a
think?
single guy.
I know.
What do you weigh? 232?
No, I'm like between 205 and 210, probably.
Right.
How much do you think this guy weighs? See this picture of JD?
Yeah.
I mean, what JD?
Probably 175.
No. I bet you're 160 in this picture,
Well,
right?
Maybe, I don't know. I look
You
terrible.
know.
What?
Actually, he does. He looks better heavy. Let me see that.
That's a thin guy.
Wow. Man, you look good. No, you don't. You know what? Stay fat.
No, but you're looking at his hair
Right.
because he has a short.
Hey, listen, just for your health, I'm saying. But you probably don't want to live anyway.
Don't talk about dying; he'll cry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's this about?
If you talked about dying, he starts to cry.
No, I don't start crying. I just don't like talking about death.
He can't talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't know you're going to die?
I know it. I just don't want to think about it.
Scary, isn't it?
What? Fuck off.
It is scary.
Don't
though.
even start.
I'm scared too. I don't want to go.
Do you think you're going to live a long time, or do you think like something might happen to you? when you-
I don't know. I fear something.
If you're so afraid of death, why don't you lose some weight? That'll keep you alive.
I don't know. Because I'm messed up in the head.
Do you have a will?
A will?
Like, what happens if you die? Who gets your spelling bee trophy?
I don't know.
Don't you want someone to take it? You want you to leave it up to the state?
If someone wants it.
If you don't have a will, the state is going to
Sure,
award
my
it to you.
parent, my mom, my dad would want it.
Your brother? Would he take it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I bet you your parents throw it right in the garbage.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
It's theirs. It would be theirs then. So
Leave it to me. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, if you did happen to pass away tomorrow, and we had to go, someone had to go clean out your apartment, are we going to find like tons of weird shit, like tons of porn and stuff?
Well, no, I mean I have porn. I don't know about weird shit. I mean you'll find a lot of shit. Like there's junk and stuff.
What freaks
like
you
a bunch
out?
of movies and stuff.
What freaks you out about death? The fact that like nothing.
Exactly.
It's good. Yeah, it's nothing. Like you're just gone.
Yes.
Do you think when ants die they go to heaven?
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So what makes you think we're different than an ant? Oh, we're better because we're smarter.
See, he seems so exhausted by life. I would think he would be looking forward to nothing.
No.
Hello, death.
He doesn't seem to be freaking out about death right now.
He's playing it. He's low key in it.
Oh, I just don't want to talk about it. It's something that you know, if I get really into thinking about it, it weirds me out and puts me in a weird place.
Do you ever think about how you're going to die?
No. Stop.
How would you want to die if you could choose one way?
Just peacefully, I guess.
Right.
No
in
pain.
bed, heart attack, right?
Well, I don't know if a heart attack. I don't know if I'd.
Well,
Something that takes you out quickly and painlessly.
Right.
Lethal injection.
But what happens that moment? Like,
I don't. Shut up, John. You're such a.
Your brain shuts down. That's why people see a white light. And then there's no more JD. It's going to be a hard world to live in without JD.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Close your eyes and picture nothing.
No, because that's how it started. Like when I was younger, that's how it started. I would see black when I closed my eyes, and then I was like, "Oh, this is how it looks when you're dead."
But you wouldn't know that's what it looks like because you're dead.
Well, I was a kid then, Gary. Is that
He's
how it
mature
started?
now.
That's how it started.
All right. I got to get back to news anyway. Who cares?
Please, leave me
I was
alone.
just trying to understand the pretzel burger. Got into all this.
No, so got the meat.
For a bunch of fat guys, no one's eating it except Scott DePace. All right. I can't believe these guys didn't run right out and get that, Robin. Thank you, guys.
Rob, what else? You can talk to them. You can talk to them. You don't have to talk to me.
Come on, let's talk some more about your own mortality. What's the worst possible thing that could come of this? Like that you actually know you're dead, that you're in the coffin?
Shut up. No, seriously. That's enough. I don't want to talk about it.
What aspect of it is like the
just
feeling of
everything.
claustrophobia?
Just everything.
What are you hopeful of?
Hopeful that this is over.
What is your definition of heaven or something that would be a positive afterlife?
I just don't know.
Would you be reunited with family members and floating amongst the clouds, or what is heaven? Would you just be permanently between Lisa Ann's wonderful breasts?
Chop his cock off and let him bleed to death all over the floor.
Ronnie, what do you think happens when we die? What's your opinion?
That's it, man. There's nothing left.
So JD he should be freaked out because there is nothing. He can look forward to nothing. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Because when they open up that box like 10 years from now, there's nothing but bones in there. So so what's left?
Right.
You didn't go anywhere.
Right.
I'll go back to my house.
You just decompose and then that whole body of work just gone.
Right. Okay. Good. All right. All right, baby.
JD. In the meantime.
I don't know what I'll do about my weight. Is that what you're going to ask me? Get out.
Do you feel like it's too big of a burden, like it's too big of a project, that's why you can't start it?
I don't know. Probably.
All I'm saying, man.
I have three
more
fucking
Basil, less Pepsi.
I have 3 cameras on me right now.
More Basil, less Pepsi.
Shut up.
Replace Cheetos with Basil.
All right, you're not funny. Get out.
A recurring theme on this show is your eating habits.
Yes.
I remember you saying one time when you had written your book back in the day that it took discipline every day. It was like sitting down for that, just even if you did a page a day.
Yes.
Why not apply that same mentality, like a pound a day, or one day of hitting your caloric intake that'll drop you some pounds?
First of all, Greg, I'm thrilled that our conversation had such impact on you. Remember it when I wrote my book years back. But it's simple. I'm very disciplined when it comes to a lot of stuff, but food just isn't one of them. And actually, I would argue I'm disciplined in a bad way because I keep going back to the same places. But when you ask me like what else I could eat or what alternatives I have, I really don't have a lot. I need help there, and I don't know where to go get it. So I just keep going back to the same places with influences like the Slim J.D. Harmeyer. But maybe one day I'll be able to find a path to excellent food and nutrition. But until then, I'll keep waiting online and going through the drive-thru.
Are you and JD enabling each other? Are you guys like addicts that keep, sort of, hey, do you want to grab a burger today? Okay.
I think that's fair. I think we do that. Like if we ever decide, like I'll say, hey, I'm going to get a chicken sandwich somewhere, a healthy chicken sandwich. They'll say, well, what about going here? And we can twist each other's arm very simply to get us to go to the wrong places. So maybe we need a beacon of health to lead us to the right place, and then it's got to taste good too. So it's a tall task.
I was going to say, does that task seem so great that just starting it up is too much? Like it's almost like you don't want to take that first step because it seems like it's such a long journey.
Well, I don't think you can do an all or nothing thing. Like if I dropped it all in 2 weeks, I'd be back to it. I think you have to kind of build up to it, but that also gives me an excuse to not do it. So it's 2 things. It's exercising more and it's eating a little bit better. And I have actually started exercising a little bit at home, as you can tell. But the eating, I need help, and maybe after that shot, I need help on the exercise too.
give me a prediction. When one day, when Howard calls it quits, will you have dropped the necessary weight? Do you think that this is something that's becoming more and more important to you, or more pressing that it's got to give?
Yeah, I would like to. By the time he hangs it up, I would like to be in the shape I was in when I first came here. Actually, better shape than that. That's a goal. Although I don't know whenever he's going to end. And but as I get older, like Will Murray, I got to make sure that I can keep in game shape. So I'll try and do that.
It's a nice way to wrap up. Anytime you rip Will Murray, it's a good way to wrap up.
No, it's not. It's not a rip. It's just a fair comparison since we're in the same age demo.
Just factual.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about former pageant participant Carrie Ann Peniche, however you say her name. She talked about her drug addiction. She talked about all the crappy stuff that happened in her life. I talked about how she's a professional victim. We decided whether we believed her or not. So here's how it went.
Gary, you were pretty harsh on Carrie Ann. You thought that she wasn't exactly being truthful today.
Yeah, I was going to go in there and give it to her more, but I didn't want to beat up on her. But I sort of said it pretty much about first of all, if you watch the videotape, it's all over YouTube. Just put in Rebecca Gayheart, and the video comes up like 1,000 times. It does not, again, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to tell you I know exactly what happened, but, a naked guy doesn't walk around two, almost naked chicks or videotape them while they're in a bathtub just for fun. She made it sound like it was, like they were frolicking, like it was fun. We just were, give me a break. I mean, you insult my intelligence when you do that. And then as I listened to her story, it seemed like, a lot of bad things happened to her, but it's never her fault.
So she's always the victim.
Yeah, I mean, somebody stayed in her house but stole her stuff, and Dr. Drew set her up, and I don't know. Just like at some point, you got to take responsibility when bad things happen to you. It's not always your fault, but some of it's got to be either bad decisions or putting yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that whole rap about, I didn't know what it was going to be. Well, so I don't know. Will, she said she's done all three of his shows, right? She's done Sex Rehab,
Celebrity Rehab,
and Sober House.
At Sober House. So which one has she done? Is this the third show she's doing, or is she doing them now all in order?
Well, what Dr. Drew said was she was on Sex Rehab, and then it became clear she had a drug problem, so she did Celebrity Rehab, and I assume Sober House comes after Celebrity Rehab.
So she did all those shows. It took her all those shows to figure out that she didn't like it.
Right, none of them are on the air.
Which all pay.
Right, exactly.
And pay well. I mean, I know for a fact.
Well, it's one of the things that's funny when her publicist, was trying to pitch her to come on. He's like, she has 30 hours of television coming up.
But I mean, I know that those things pay. She probably got paid somewhere between $100 to $200,000 for each show. So I'm going to say on the short end, she probably walked away with $300,000. Not the worst thing in the world. And okay, if you're going to sell out, then if you're going to take the money and you know that you're going on television to talk about your sex life and your drug life and all this other stuff, then, you got to pay, that's what it is, man. You got to take the shit that goes with it.
Now, is it fair to classify her as a sex addict based on what we heard today?
Didn't sound like it. Sounds like she likes to jerk off a little bit, and, she has sex with guys. She said she doesn't have a lot of sex with a lot of guys.
Will, what do you think? Is it fair to call her a sex addict?
I don't know. I think that term is kind of interesting. She clearly didn't want help, so she's not really willing to admit she has a problem if she does. Isn't a sex addict? She's just basically a slut. No?
That's what we're trying to figure
Well,
out.
she kept saying, she goes, I'm a love addict, which I think for a lot of women, that's what it is. I mean, it's a loosely defined thing.
So you're saying she's looking for somebody to love her, but if she has to sleep with them along the way, that's a sex addict?
Or maybe she'll do the wrong things to get love.
Did you ask for her phone number?
Yeah, but it was silly. I mean, well, yeah, did I think she was hot? Of course.
I didn't ask that.
Would I be willing to date her? Yes.
I didn't ask that either.
But Doug just said, "Hey, we go ask her for her number." So I was like,
And you didn't go, oh, no, that's stupid and embarrassing?
No, I mean that was an opportunity to do that for using it as excuses.
Right.
Doug just told me to ask for a number.
So don't brush it off like, oh, I did it because Doug told me to do it.
I'm a sex addict.
Doug told you to do it, but it was
I was looking for love.
It was a great way for you to do what you would have wanted.
Absolutely, I wish Doug would do that every day.
And she told her her cell phone wasn't working?
Yes,
which is great because it worked before and right after.
And also, that is strange. I don't know. But, and you know what's funny? Like I was really nervous. So I wrote down my number. And my hand, I was like shaking like so bad.
Really?
She was like, "Is your hand shaking?" I was like, "Yeah." Like I told her I just got in a fight and both my hands were broken.
What?
I was trying to seem tough. Like I needed a reason for why my hands were shaking. So
Why were you trying to say? She said she's really into ugly guys who don't have a lot of muscles.
yeah, yeah. So what's the question? I don't understand.
Why would you try and seem tough at that point? It would seem you'd be going
I
against
realized
type.
that. I guess I should have said I got beat up. I guess I should have said.
Now, when a girl like that says, and this is to all you guys, she's really into ugly guys who don't have a lot of muscles. Are you thinking she's?
I'm like, she is in the perfect office right now.
Well,
I've been
that's
preparing for this for a lifetime. Yeah.
But is she on the level there, or I don't know? I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but
McSteamy
ugly guys.
qualifies.
Yeah, it might mean like that guy Eric, who's with Rebecca Gayheart. That might be an ugly guy without a lot of muscle to her.
He and Rebecca and her are in the bathtub, as she described, but she says that nothing happened. They were just frolicking.
He's laying on the bed. He's naked. And thank God, if you watch it, they've blurred out his penis. So I don't have to look at that. And she's laying on the bed naked except for panties, which she usually doesn't wear, but wore for the dress-ups that they were doing for him that they had a videotape while they were high out of their minds.
All right, wasn't that, other than the high on their and out of their minds part, that sounded awfully similar to Howard's bathtub story about everyone being around.
Sounds like they got the exact script.
Right? I mean, very close, no? Yeah. So is it Howard and Carrie Ann like the only two who have been in that situation where nothing has happened?
So it appears that way.
I think it's I'm being told you guys don't think it's believable. Why? First of all, why would that part?
Which story? Howard's story or Carrie Ann's story?
Carrie.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it because what's the why would they be running around naked? What's the point? Why is he?
I'm not saying like that. Maybe he like Eric or the guy, whatever his name is, didn't want something to happen. I'm not saying nothing could have happened, but it's not believable that just people are hanging out partying. And
well, she made it sound like it was just a goof. That there was nothing sexual about it. That sure, we just got naked, but we were just goofing around.
So do you think do you think sex happened? I mean, that's what you seem.
I do. I do think sex happened.
And do you think they cut that out? Why is that part not on?
I don't know. They cut it out. Maybe they just didn't get to it. Maybe they didn't. In other words, at some point, if three people, there's three people there, and they're all and if they're throwing a threesome, then no one's there to work the camera.
Joe,
and maybe they were smart enough to know not to want that part on tape.
Joe in Wisconsin, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's up, John and Gary?
What's up,
Joe?
Hey, I got a couple things about the that female. But Benji, you are one creepy fuck, man.
Thank you.
You should have told her you're shaking because you're used to dating girls out of your league and off of Craigslist. Hey, how's that video on YouTube if they're naked? They blur it all out?
Oh my God! No. She looks hot as hell. What is he talking about? The Carrie Ann?
Yeah.
He wants to know how come it's on YouTube, but I don't know. Does YouTube not allow nudity?
Yes. No.
Oh, you have to have an adult account on YouTube to see to have.
But it's still up there. You can see it.
It's on a bunch of sites now.
Hey, how about that one girl from California? That video.
What girl?
Have you seen that?
Oh, Carrie or the Miss USA?
No, we haven't seen that yet.
The one from California. We got to check that one out, huh?
I think she's only supposed to be like playing with herself.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll work for me.
And Benji's the creepy one.
Hey, what's up? This is Jason, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, got into a heated discussion with my boss and friend Gary about him saying that he reads books when in actuality he listens to them on CD. He claims it's the same thing. I claim that it is most certainly not, and I think I got under his skin, which sucks because Gary's basically my biggest supporter in the back office. So check it out as I dig myself into a bigger hole.
I want to start off with something that happened at the end of the show, Gary. You go in there to talk about how you read the Michael Orr book, and immediately you're, I guess Howard thought you were being defensive about reading, and this spills over into this whole argument. What's going on?
Well, no, on the air it was fine. When I get back to the office, Jason says, "Listen." Jason gets these balls now. I'm not sure from where. I goof on him that he's taking too many pills, but he goes, "Listen, you got to stop saying that you read a book. You start to sound like an idiot." And I go, "Who the fuck are you?" I go, "Says you." I goes, "I'm telling you, this is how it is." And I was like, "Wow, I give him credit. He has an opinion, and it's not an opinion; it becomes the law."
This was an unsolicited opinion?
Yeah.
He just felt like telling you that you sound stupid saying you read something when you listen to it?
Like I said to John, I guess if I walked in there and said, Howard, I listened to this book on audio, it's just awkward.
Right.
So if Howard says, "Did you read it or listen to it?" I'll say, "I listened to it." And then it becomes that stupid argument again. But I don't know how else you would bring it up. I guess I could say I listened to it, but then that sounds stupid.
I'm fine with someone saying they read a book and they listened.
But it's not reading.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like the book. I mean, what are you going to do? How specific you want to get? Well, I fucked a chick. Okay, she was a blow-up doll. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Well, Jason's argument was, okay, you walked down the block and I drove my car. We both got there. We both got the same way. And I go, "That's a dumb argument." He goes, "Why?" I go, "It's just not the same."
Well, the whole argument was stupid, but how passionate you two were getting about it is what made it great.
Well, I wasn't nearly as passionate. He was just he was angry.
Now, here comes the wrap-up killer, Jason Kaplan.
Now.
Running into the studio. Jason, why are you so passionate about Gary saying he's reading
angry?
something?
The man is angry.
Because I like Gary very much, and he does not sound bright when he goes on the air and says that he read something that he clearly didn't read, and then tries to justify it by saying it's the same thing.
Right, that's when I got angry. When he explained to me how I'm not bright.
It didn't sound bright. No, it really doesn't.
He goes, "You know what? When you say that, you don't sound bright."
So what should he say?
And I said,
he should say, I would listen to an audio CD of a book.
But
I listened to a book, if you want to shorten it up.
That's not why Howard was saying he wasn't bright. Do you know that?
I don't know what. I didn't hear what Howard said about him being
Howard didn't say anything about.
Howard said, "Stop bragging about how many books you."
But when Gary said you sound stupid because you were all of a sudden just you were arguing back that you got more out of audiobooks than he does from reading comics. He goes, that wasn't the point.
Robin brought up the audiobook.
But then Howard said anyway.
Excuse me for being here for 25 years and sensing something negative that I was getting the shit beat out of me. And pardon me if for one time they weren't fucking with me, I might have overreacted a smidge.
When Gary explained
a smidge
that listening to an audiobook,
let me just say this as a comedian. What Gary just said was very funny, but the choice of smidge brought it up about 30%.
I'm going to go Coach Sal.
Is there a K word he could use?
There is nothing at all similar from reading a book and listening to an audio CD.
That's not
and
what
when you
Gary
explain,
said.
Yes, he did. He goes, "I get the same thing out of it." First of all, the first words out of Gary's mouth every time he mentions a book he listened to is, "I read this book." Now, reading is an act. Reading is a physical act defined in the dictionary. You have to read. Listening to something is not reading.
I understand that I didn't read it, but
no one reads the Howard Stern show every morning.
So let me ask you a question. If I listen to the book and you read the book,
yes,
and we both take a test on it, who
well, actually, we had this incident when I started talking to you one time about the Al Franken book, and you go, "He never talked about that," and then it turned out that in the book or in the CD, they left out chapters that were in the book. So number one, you're not getting the full book experience, and two, you know what? You can drive. Again, I've said this 1,000 times. You could drive someplace, and I could walk there. Now, when I walk there, I don't
clearly you haven't walked anywhere.
When I get fat joke. When I get there, I haven't driven there. I can't claim I drove there because I didn't. We're both at the same place.
It depends on the person who's going to get more out of it. It depends on your brain.
It's not about getting out of it. It's not like you listen to CDs, you're stupid. It's not that. It's you listen to CDs, so say you listen to CDs. Don't claim you read.
I know,
but when someone calls you on it, you go, "Oh, it's the same thing."
But do you think if I walked in there and I said, "Howard, this movie you're talking about, I listened to the audio CD," don't you think that sounds awkward?
It's honest.
I got that, but it sounds awkward.
But you don't read.
Were you intentionally lying?
I do read. I read a lot of books. I just didn't read that one.
So, Jason, you're saying Gary's lying when he said he read a book?
Yes, when he listens to a book and he says he reads it, he's not being truthful.
Were you intentionally lying to improve your status among our audience?
As soon as Howard said, "Did you read it or listen to it?" I immediately said, "I listened to it."
Let me punch up Gary's joke on Jason. It's clear you haven't walked a smidge.
I mean, I don't get. I mean, listen, maybe whatever. You know, this has been a bug up my ass a long time, but
there's a lot of bugs up your ass.
You don't read the books. I mean, you just don't, and you fight it every time someone brings it up. Usually me. You don't read the books. You listen to them.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But
I just want to make sure you're clear on that.
But I still get the same thing out of it that you do.
If you say so, go crazy.
If an adopted kid listen to a book. That's where you lose me. Why can't he get the same thing out of it as you do? You're digesting the same information, just a different way.
I did not say he couldn't get the same thing.
It's clear he's not digested anything.
No, but you're saying that I don't.
No, I never said that. I said good for you. I mean, listen, some people are oralists or learners, and some people have to read to learn.
How do you know I'm not dyslexic and you're just tormenting me?
Yeah.
Gary, I don't care if you can't read if you're illiterate. It doesn't matter. The point is when you listen to something and claim you've read it, it's not true.
Would you make fun of Precious from that movie?
Oh, totally.
I mean, but she's illiterate, Precious.
I'm sure. Listen, I guarantee
illiterate
you.
Illiterate is the 11th thing I goof on her about.
I'm sure Gary will have a lot of walking fat jokes for her.
Jason, do you feel you've been more confrontational lately over the past couple of weeks?
No, not necessarily.
Well, then you got to grab a mirror. You got to grab a mirror, bro, because I've definitely been noticing it. The Lisa G attack was brutal.
Well, it's well deserved.
No, and you know you felt bad.
I felt bad afterwards. But I came on too hard.
Has there been any dose changes?
No, there's 20 milligrams as high as they go with Lexapro. I've been on the same 20 milligrams for 4 years now.
You've been doubling up.
I've not been doubling up
because it does seem like you're more willing, especially on the wrap-up show, willing to be the voice that, and I will give Jason credit for this. Sometimes people feel a certain way about something and they don't want to come in here and be the troublemaker. And Jason's more than willing to be that guy who's speaking for a lot of people. And sometimes you're out on your own with some of your theories, but
I think it's a combination of a bunch of things. I do sometimes sit here listening to the wrap-up show and get angry that, somebody isn't bringing up the other point of view. And nothing gets you. I mean, sometimes I get angry. I got angry that people were letting Lisa blah, blah, blah on for as long as she was.
Jason is becoming like a Ralph cover band. Like, if you want to see Ralph live.
You mean Jason's he's like Tramps Like Us?
Yeah, right.
The other thing is,
Ralph cover band named Jason.
He's like Crystal Ship.
Very horrific.
He's like Badlands.
Are you influenced because the show might be coming to an end?
Yeah, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. But
is this you politicking for your own show when Howard's done?
Gary, this is an argument that started in the back room. You brought it up on the wrap.
I didn't. John brought it up.
Well,
Did you see? We started the show at 10:30. We're going to bring up a lot of shit.
Jason, the name of the Ralph cover band that Jason is the lead singer of is Maybe You're Just a Dick.
Maybe I am, but
you hit Lisa pretty hard. You got Ronnie. You're arguing with Gary. You've been very and standing right there. You've been very confrontational.
Okay. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, don't stop him. Don't make him feel bad about it.
You're chastising your boss.
Well, I think the part, I didn't mind having the discussion with him. I think the part where he got me was, he goes, stop doing it. You don't sound bright.
Well, see, no, but I swear to God, see, now you hear it, and look, that's my fault.
How you said it.
But that's my fault for communicating poorly, because you're hearing it like, you're repeating it in the same condescending way that Artie does Bill Maher. I really meant, the word you sounded stupid was about to come out of my mouth, so I changed it to brighter, and I was really, I swear to God, saying it because I really don't think you realized how I thought you sounded. If it came out condescending, I apologize. I know that explanation doesn't clear me in any way.
But it didn't sound that way.
I was not trying to be condescending.
It was something like this. If I could do my best, it's like, you got to stop doing it. You don't sound bright.
You don't sound bright. Yeah. You read a book.
I apologize as both an employee and friend for having.
On what part of the CD did you put the bookmark?
But I mean, Gary, clear. But the bottom line is, you don't read the books that you claim you read.
Did you ask Gary what he did for a living?
What?
So you were trying to protect Gary by saying that he sounds dumb.
It was a combination of being fed up and I'm sorry, Gary. I thought you sounded really dumb when you claimed that it's the same thing. It's not. It's just not.
All right, on Wednesday's wrap-up show, everybody welcomed me back to the show. I was out for a few days. JD gave me my radio show back, which was a thrill. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but everybody suggested we change it up a little bit. So I went into some little driving stories when I was actually a limo driver. So check it out.
First of all, Ronnie, I think we've all expressed our condolences on your mom passing, but it's good to see you. It's good to see you back here at work. Were you surprised that JD gave you back your show?
Yeah, really. Seriously. Where is he anyway? I saw he was in
Why
here.
can't you guys be on together? Where he left?
Oh, he left. Well, I had to make a real important phone call. I really couldn't get out of it. So,
how'd you expect him to react?
I expected him pretty much to stay to be JD and say no show, even though he was nice enough to send a nice card and everything. I didn't think that would make a difference, but I guess it did.
Now, he said you got to do things a little bit differently. He mentioned less Wayne Siegel, but do you...
Yeah, I heard that part.
What are you thinking? Are you going to do... What's your plan?
I don't know. I was talking to Jim McClure about it. We're going to try and come up with some different angles. Hot chicks, maybe, that know about cars and, get them,
Girls with guns.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
So you're sticking with the car motif. You're just going to switch it up a little bit.
I mean, got to switch it around a little bit, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Can I suggest a segment for the show?
Go ahead.
Because I'd imagine that like limo drivers, veteran limo drivers, and like I would love to hear like without using names, stories from the back of the limo, like some of the craziest shit that you guys.
That sounds like it could work.
Yeah, because I love those stories. Sometimes I hear you spin a few of those. And
but I think it's great, but you should name.
I have stories myself, actually.
My friend used to drive.
You don't want to hear my stories.
Ronnie used to pimp out his limo at night for proms, and then my friend drove a couple of times, and he would return it to Ronnie just in time. And he told me some great stories about lots of sex going on, not with my friend.
Oh, the prom kids?
He said
the prom kids, forget
he goes,
about
prom kids apparently don't know to put up the divider.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They just don't. They don't care really.
Can you give us a quick story off the top of your head?
Let's see.
I know a guy who drove a limo once who shit in a box.
He's dead now.
Oh, he is?
He died.
I thought that was you.
Nah, my friend Richie.
Oh, I thought that was you.
Yeah,
that did
Shitbox
that.
Richie. Howard used to talk about Shitbox Richie.
Wait, that wasn't you. I thought you threw it out in Central Park.
No,
that was
weren't you the guy with the rabbi? You were picking up the rabbi?
No, that was Richie.
Oh, was
that
it?
was Shitbox Richie.
I always thought that was you.
Wait, he did it like regularly? Like he kept the box?
No. Well, here's what happened. You want a story? I'll give you a story.
Is this the tale of Shitbox Richie?
So he picks up. We used to have this account. I used to work for this company, Carry Limousine, and we had this account, British Airways, and we would pick up people off the Concorde. So we would just stand by at the Concorde as they came off. If they wanted a free ride to anywhere in the 5 boroughs, they would get a free ride, and British Air would subsidize it. So he picks up this guy, and it's a rabbi, and he takes him down to Williamsburg. And the guy says, I'd like to keep the car afterwards, but he understood he had to pay for himself after that. So he said, I'll be out in about a half hour. So Richie's sitting there in Williamsburg in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden he gets cramps. And he's got to take a dump. So he goes in his trunk, and he's got a big cardboard box where he keeps his jumper cables and car wash stuff or whatever. And he empties out the box, and he gets in the back of the limo, and he shits in the box. And that's, and then he dumped the box in front of somebody's house with their garbage. And then when the guy comes out and he gets in the car and it's still, the odor was still there. And he just said, hey, I don't know. I just had.
And he embraced the nickname, but he become Shitbox Richie?
Yeah, well, Howard gave him that name, man. He just couldn't say it on terrestrial radio. He called him Shitbox Richie.
See, I thought he meant like he kept a box and he would tell customers he had like a restroom in his limo.
No, man. It was like an attack of the shit. So
ass napkin out of limo drivers.
Yeah, exactly. He had no choice,
But wasn't there a story where you were driving Howard out to Long Island one time and you had to pull over, you like piss in a jar and threw it out on the side of the road?
No, that was him.
That
wasn't me. That was him.
So all your years, you never had to
what?
Shit in a box?
No, I shit in my pants.
You did?
Yeah,
your
one
shit
time.
pants.
Yeah,
Ronnie.
shit pants. Ronnie.
Yeah. When did that?
Yeah, I was driving. That was in. I wasn't even working for him then. I was driving this guy who. You remember Atari?
Yeah, sure.
The Atari games, and I was working for this guy who was like the vice president of Atari, and he was in from California, and he went to Tavern on the Green for dinner, and it was like 10 below zero. And all of a sudden, like the same thing, like what happened to Shitbox Richie, I got this attack all of a sudden. I couldn't even make it to get inside to the restaurant, to the bathroom.
Oh, man.
So I had to get in the back of the car, drop my pants off, take the underwear off, and throw it out of the car. And then I went into the bathroom and cleaned up. And
where did you throw the underwear?
It landed up in a tree, actually.
We could do a whole show on shitting in New York, because if you have to go to the bathroom in New York, it is such an unwelcoming place. Like, you can't walk into a restaurant or a diner. As soon as you walk in and you go, "Where's the bathroom?"
They don't let you use it.
They don't let you use it. And I think I told you the story before. My father was in Penn Station, which is the most disgusting place of all, and he had to go to the bathroom really bad. And so he goes into the bathroom, and there was a hole in the wall right where everybody was going by. Right where, so my father had to go so bad, he took off his jacket, and he shoved it in the hole, right, so it would block people from seeing him. And he went to the bathroom. My father said he's in the middle of shitting. And he sees from the other side of the wall somebody slowly pulling his jacket out.
And trying to steal his jacket, probably.
Yeah, well, the guy just, apparently what happened, my father said he got cleaned up, ran out. It was a homeless guy. The guy already had it on. And my father gave
The guy put it on his jacket?
Yeah, and then my father gave the guy like $5. It was a homeless guy. He walked by, he saw a jacket.
He had to buy it back?
Well, he didn't have to. He could have said, give me my jacket. But he said, hey, that's my jacket. If you know, he felt bad for the guy.
Ronnie, I think you may have a new segment here
Here's
for
my new
your
show, man.
Well, congratulations.
The shit stories of the limo business.
Are you glad to be back here today?
Yeah. It's taken a lot off my mind today.
It's good to see you, man. It was good to see you.
It's glad to be back, and I thank all you guys, man. You're really great.
Everybody
I appreciate it.
Everybody treating you okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So were you
today anyway?
So were you super excited when Doug Hurwitz showed up?
Yeah, Doug Hurwitz. Yeah, well, hey. What can I say?
No, I'm sure Ronnie appreciates.
No, I did. I appreciate everybody
right?
coming, really. But it's Doug Hurwitz. What can I? Howard, the guy everybody I don't know. It looks like they try to ignore. I don't know.
Who was he hanging with? Did you notice?
He was trying to hang with me. He was sitting next to me, and I heard him make a comment like he's trying to be my best friend, so when he goes to Rick's or something, he'll get special treatment.
Well, that was probably he was making a joke because
no, he wasn't making a joke. I don't think he was making a joke. To be honest with you,
you think he really brought that up? Like, hey, Ronnie, I hope you remember this. So
he did kind of mention it to me.
And by the way, sorry about your mom.
Exactly. Yeah, was he sorry about your mom? But the next time you go to
he
Rick's?
drove all the way from New Jersey, so I really appreciate.
There were hot chicks at the show.
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh my God, your daughter-in-law is beautiful, and her sister.
Yeah, everybody was saying that my daughter looks like Sal's wife.
She
with
does.
big boobs.
She looks exactly like Sal's wife.
I was trying to get numbers and stuff, but.
Then there was another cute chick there. I was like looking around. I go, was it
Tara. Yeah, Tara's
pick somebody up.
So if anybody's interested, Tara's looking for a rich husband.
But Howard was asking me yesterday what it was like, going there, just who was there and everything, what was going on. And I said, for me, the interesting thing was, it's always weird when you see somebody in their environment, and I'm not goofing on you or anything, but like it was weird, Ronnie. You're like a grandfather. And seeing Ronnie's grandkids running around, it's just a different side of you.
Yeah, I know.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, Sal stopped by. He said that after he made the comments about Robin's diet being not the most normal thing, she came to his office and they had a little talk. And Sal let us know what Robin was thinking, what he was thinking, and just another glimpse into the life of Sal Governale. It was quite interesting. Check it out for yourself.
You smoke the vapor cigarettes more than you smoked regular cigarettes.
Without a doubt.
And do you be totally honest, swear on the life of your kids? In the last 6 months, have you smoked regular cigarettes at any point?
Yes. When my battery dies out and I'm at a bar.
First of all, it's the funniest thing because you walk into Sal's office, he pulls the filter off these things and he puts it in a charger, like a phone charger.
Yeah.
So when your battery dies out, you smoke regular cigarettes.
In certain cases, yes. But again, I can't deny the fact that I do feel better, and it's no different than Nicorette gum. There's nicotine in Nicorette gum, and this is
but Nicorette gum wasn't made to be chewed for the rest of your life.
So you add nicotine to it? Is that how it works?
I add nicotine to the cigarette.
That's what those drops
Yeah,
are?
they're nicotine.
And the drops have the skull and the crossbones on the side.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a skull and crossbones on Clorox bleach, and you're still handling that.
Well, you don't drink it. You're not drinking it or
yeah,
smoking
but
it.
you're still making contact with your skin. It's still an irritant.
Not the same, and you know
It's
it.
how you handle it.
How many drops do you put in?
I put in 2 to 3 drops.
How many are you supposed to put in?
About 2 to 3, but
like 1
2
to
to
2.
3. 2 to 3 is supposed to last you about a half a day. I must put in 2 to 3 drops every 10 minutes. So
dude, you're killing yourself.
I don't think I am.
Understand something. Understand something. With regular cigarettes, you may be killing yourself with the smoke getting in your lungs, but you're still ingesting nicotine, even though you're not doing it the same way, which is still hazardous to your health.
I don't know. We'll find out. If I start shitting blood, I'll be the first to tell you guys.
So you have 3 young kids, and,
I know.
and you seem to be like treating this like a joke. I mean, there's a warning sign on the shit that it's not good for you.
Well, because it's nicotine, and they
No,
don't
not
want
the nicotine part of it. It's the
No, in
other
fact,
chemicals involved.
You had
in it.
another
I don't
bottle. I was looking for it today. You had another bottle out at Rick's the other day that said this hasn't been tested by the FDA. That
company.
I mean, it's just crazy.
The reason why I no longer have that bottle is because that company's out of business.
So you going to change anything? Or you just going to keep
Yeah, I'm
doing
going to
it?
change my filters as soon as I leave this
I mean,
place.
in the car, I try to tell you to stop.
I know. You drive me crazy with that. But getting back to Robin, she, it's like the eclipse. It happens only once in a long while. Robin made another trip to my office today.
Oh, really? What'd she say?
She came in and she's like, how come every time this diet stuff comes up, I got to be caught in the fucking middle of it? She wasn't pleased. I'm like, Robin, I go, you're only hearing half the story. Lisa G, she comes in, she asks you about a diet. Then she asks you your opinion on Robin's diet. Then I say, well, I think Robin's diet's horseshit. I think it's a fad diet. This is what I said to Robin. Then she goes on the air, that Lisa G, and she concocts this whole thing. Sal's on a diet, and he thinks Robin's diet is horseshit. Now, she asked me what I thought of it. It's not like it's not like I'm in the hallways doing backflips saying Robin's diet's horseshit. Look at me. I am the greatest nutritionist in the world, the healthiest guy. So the news has to take some responsibility for that. I don't necessarily believe in Robin's diet, but wait, the news, I think you call that horseshit, Sal. Yeah, I don't believe in that horseshit diet, but I didn't personally come forward and wave a red flag saying what Robin is doing is wrong.
So you're saying it's the news's fault because they asked you the question?
I'm saying the news is omitting some material things that should have been presented when they tell this story.
Well, she quoted you directly.
Yeah, she quoted me without entrap. It's slightly entrapment.
How is it? Wait, hold on. How is it slightly entrapment?
She asks me I'm dieting. I'm doing well. Then she asks me my opinion about Robin's diet. And I tell her that I think it's horseshit. But then she goes on the air and says, Sal's doing a diet and he thinks Robin's is horseshit. Well, it's not. She's putting it in a way. It's instigating. She's doing it in an instigating manner. She's trying to prod the fucking animal. Prod the gorilla, so to speak.
What should she?
For lack of a better, hold on, whatever. You know what I mean. Poke the stick to the gorilla, and that's what, or any other animal. Don't read it the way I'm saying it. But the point I'm trying to make is that it was a little instigating, and she omitted some material things that she should have said. I'm not out there saying Robin's diet's horseshit and mine's better. I'm saying this is what I'm doing, and I think Robin's diet is horseshit.
So why do you think Robin came back to you?
Because I think Robin is so caught up in this thing that in any way, shape, or form, any hint of her diet being horseshit, it personally bothers her because she really believes in what she's doing.
Well, I thought she made a great point. She said, look at her. I mean, she's been on this thing for a very long time. She's lost a bunch of weight. She's kept it off. She looks great.
She does.
What gives you the right to say that it's horseshit?
Because it's a fad. Listen, in the real life, you don't stick things up your ass. You don't blend these wacky green shakes. You don't run to the bathroom every 15 minutes and blow water out of your colon. These are just not normal human things. You know what a normal human thing is?
Smoking an electronic cigarette?
No, that's not either. Eating right and exercising. I don't agree with what Robin's doing, and you know what? She looks great, and I wish her nothing but the best health. But it's just not. These are fad diets, and if you were raised in this country, you would know by now that fad diets simply don't work.
See, my guess is that she went to talk to you because you hurt her feelings and you almost went out.
She wants to recruit me. She sees somebody who's a little weak, who's getting it. I'm telling you what happened. She walked in there. She told me that she was upset that I brought her diet into it, and I explained to her how that happened. But as the conversation went on, it went into Bikram yoga. It went into what I need to do. It went into what I need to cut out. And I said, Robin, it's so funny. You say you're not in here to preach, but slowly you're reeling me in. Typical woman process. When you don't see it coming, they reel you in. And that's what she did. And she laughed. And I'm not cutting out pork, white pork. White pork is very good for you. And I'm not cutting out my seafood, and I'm not cutting out chicken, but I cut out red meat. But she says, oh, no, you wait and see. You're going to be cutting that out, too. So we'll see what happens.
So you don't think she came to vent. You think she came because she knows you're trying to lose weight and you're a possible new candidate for the way she's done it? You think it was a recruiting trip?
I think it was a combination of both. One, she was offended because she's so devout to this thing. She's so dedicated to this fakakta diet. But secondly, she saw somebody who wants to do something better for themselves and better for their body, and she saw an opportunity to kind of get me involved in her, Jim, what's that guy? Jim Davis, the Kool-Aid drinker guy, in that, what do they call it? Cult?
Jim Jones.
And the Jim Jones,
Sorry.
Jim Jones liquid diet occult, I guess. I don't know.
He had a diet cult? Is that what you said?
Diet occult.
Do you know do you remember what that whole Jim Jones thing was about?
Yeah. He had an occult. He gave all these people Kool-Aid and they dropped dead.
Wait, he had what?
He had an.
I didn't hear you because JD was laughing. Seriously.
He had I don't know if I'm saying. I'm not. Apparently, I'm not saying the word right. He had a group of people that followed him. He was this leader of some sort.
Right.
And he had them convinced that the government was no good and society wasn't right, and that they should abide by his rules. And he had this occult. I think it's called an occult.
Right.
And he told them to drink the Kool-Aid, and once they drank the Kool-Aid, they would go to a better place. No different than that wacko with the purple triangles where they all cut their balls off and died in bunk beds.
The Kardashians.
Well, but you comparing it to that, I mean, Robin's been accused of being part of occults before on the show.
Yeah,
right, Benji?
And that's what I'm just.
Yeah, people have said it's sort of a cultish type thing. Occultish, sorry.
I'm just confirming that. I'm just confirming that's right. So what I'm saying is not. It's not so crazy. I think to a certain degree, it's a bit of an occult. You got that wacky girl who comes in, that doctor, whatever the hell she is.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Dr. Ronnie.
Yeah, but in Robin's defense, it's not wacky to her.
I mean,
it's worked for her.
Just she's not a wacky person. I should say you have a person coming in pitching to me a wacky diet.
John, you really don't. I think Sal has a point that, and I don't know. The question is, if Lisa had said it, I don't remember her saying it this way. When asked about Robin's diet, Sal said it was horseshit.
The thing is that I'm not going around saying that Robin's diet is horseshit. That's not my motivation.
But if somebody asked you the question, you're going to give the answer.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So I think you're responsible for your own answers, and Lisa's doing her job. But when they come in to do the headlines, of course they're going to want to stir it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what they do. But I just want Robin to know that I'm not going out of my way to put her down.
That's what Hitler like, not till I was asked. I didn't know when. They said, what do you think of the Jews? And
now you're talking right, Bench. Now you're putting your head together. So it's not like I'm deliberately looking to knock Robin, but I stand by my word when I say I think it's a cockamamie, ridiculous.
So how did you
diet.
and Robin end the conversation?
We might end up at Bikram yoga together.
You agreed to do Bikram yoga?
And yeah, maybe even Richard. It sounds fantastic. It's a really great detoxifying thing,
So it worked.
And it's 90 degrees in there. It's very hot, so you're going to see chicks in very skimpy outfits getting all wet. And when girls' bikinis and stuff get wet, you get to see the little nipple perforations and stuff like that and camel toes.
So that's not horseshit, according to you. I guess the Bikram
That's
yoga is
yoga.
acceptable.
Yoga's been around for years. Turn on your TV, you see people in tights bending over with their ankles up their ass. Yoga's I might try yoga. I hate to exercise. So sitting around a little bit, stretching your legs and watching chicks bend over in front of you, who's better than you?
And you lost 10 pounds so far? Good for you.
10 pounds. How much have you lost? I know you had some health issues.
I lost a little bit. I lost a little over 10, but I've had a couple bad weeks, and hopefully I'll get back on track.
I hope so.
Hey, I like you, but your ass is looking huge lately, man.
Oh, thank you, Benji. Yeah. I appreciate that.
But you should go on. You know what? If anybody out there is feeling lethargic or they have high cholesterol, just cut out white flour, cut out sugar, cut out red meat, and cut out dairy.
When you say sugar, what do you mean by that?
I mean like candies. I mean candies and sweets.
So
and
then what's
cakes.
left to eat?
Well, you got shrimp, chicken, pork. You got vegetables. You got olive oil, whole wheat breads.
And what was with
I make whole wheat pizza.
What was with the olive oil statement at the end when you were in there?
It's the greatest thing in the world, olive oil. I'll put it on my fucking Cocoa Pebbles. I love the fact that you can. No, but olive oil is like the greatest thing for you. It really is.
My question was more, what made you say, "Oh, by the way, Howard, I just want to tell you about olive oil"?
Because I think it's a big misconception. I think when people think of oil, they immediately think that it's nothing. It's fattening. But it's not. Olive oil is not fattening. Olive oil. You want things with mono and poly unsaturated fats, and that's what olive oil has. So look, if you want a diet and you're an Italian like me, get a piece of whole wheat Italian bread, put a little olive oil on, a little garlic powder, some fresh garlic, chop a little onion on it, put some sliced red plum tomatoes, and drizzle it with olive oil. Forget it. You won't think you're dieting.
Is this some part of a olive oil occult or something?
No, well, my dad's getting involved in the olive oil business, but no. That comes from Libya, his olive oil. I don't know what he's doing.
I was
Libyan olive oil.
I was just going to pick up a call, but I can't let that go. He's got a Libyan olive oil business?
I just picked up my dad from Sicily, and he now told me he's in the importing exporting business.
Okay.
And he says he's got olive oil, very cheap, at $1.50 a liter, which is unheard of.
Coming from Libya.
Yeah. So, well, I said, wow. Well, he just came back from Sicily, so I thought it was from Sicily. And I said, Dad, that's amazing. I go, $1.50 a liter from Sicily? He goes, no, it's not from Sicily. It's from Libya. I go, Libyan olive oil? I've never heard of that in my life. He goes, trust me, it's good. These people know what they're doing. And then my mother goes, but wait a minute. Isn't that Libyan olive oil cut with another oil? And he goes, shut up when you don't know what you're talking about.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Here's a taste of what you have to look forward to.
On this episode of The Bonus Show, Gary's bag is full of mail.
If Fred didn't marry Allison, would he still be single?
Lisa G gets invited to a dinner for schmucks. I got dressed up for you guys.
Very beautiful. Benji busts a move. Like he's the Torah.
And a badass and a wannabe badass from the staff go at it.
I opened the stupid door and asked you a question. That's violent?
Hello, Stern fans, and welcome to The Bonus Show, a weekly update of all the great behind-the-scenes moments you can't see anywhere else. I'm John Hyde.
And I'm Rachel Fine. Wahoo! What is that for?
Celebrating our 30th episode.
John, it's our 28th episode.
I bought a whole box.
Okay. Benji apparently loves to dance. His specialty is not the salsa or the rumba. It's old world Jewish folk dancing sort of thing. What? Really?
Want to try?
No.
Why not? Look.
You're going to hurt someone. All right, let me do one.
No. It's the best part of the job.
It's kind of fun. Don't. It's going to...
Benji, do you have a Shavuot stance?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course he does.
Oh, do you need me for it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the partner dance. Okay. What am I? I'm trying to find you. Okay.
Sugar was.
It's my fault. No, it's my fault.
He's supposed to be the Torah. He represents.
My wedding ring.
Sorry.
I'm the Torah. No, it's okay. It's not your fault. I'm not used to wearing the ring.
Carry him through, and people like kiss him, like he's the Torah.
Yeah. Like that. That's what you would do. Kiss my cloth. Kiss it. Don't drop me or you can't eat for a year.
Ronnie kiss your cloth.
Lots. If I could tell you how many Jewish men have kissed this, you'd be disgusted. Disgusted.
In this next scene, JD will be playing a complex character that is both nerdy and girlfriendless.
Yes, and Ronnie will play an old, fashion-challenged grandfather type with a bad temper. Oh, and Shuli's also in it. Action.
Hey, what's Ronnie doing?
Low space back here.
I don't know what Ronnie's doing over there, but earlier he came over and greeted me by this. Hey, you hear from this guy?
What, are you going to call for a camera?
Well, you're getting violent. That's why the camera's here.
I mean violent.
The door. What's with the door?
I didn't touch the door.
You didn't touch the door now?
We have a witness.
What?
You didn't touch the door.
That was 2 hours ago, dude.
Yeah, that's how I was
doing a reenactment,
2 hours ago.
I was telling him how I was telling Truly. And then
I opened the stupid door and asked you a question. That's violent?
You didn't
Don't
open
make up stories now, okay?
Oh.
I don't need that shit getting back in. I'm violent.
Ronnie,
right?
Ronnie, you didn't know. You didn't just open it. You just.
Your jokes are loose.
Now my jokes are stupid.
You would be shocked by the amount of mail the show receives. We get fascinating questions from adoring fans around the globe.
Really? I have fan mail?
No, John, I'm talking about the radio show.
Oh, cool. Wrap-up show.
Yeah, John, the wrap-up show.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a letter from the mailbag. You see our big mailbag here? And let's see what I have. This one's from Josh in Boone, North Carolina. Josh says, if Fred didn't marry Allison, would he still be single? I don't know. I mean, I think that Fred would eventually have, if he didn't marry Allison, would have found somebody along the way that would sort of be his soulmate. Allison and he get along great. They got married a long time ago, but I'd like to think that Fred would be married. But what the hell do I know, man? For all I know, he could be in an apartment in Delaware living on his own. I think he would be married.
Rachel, tell us what's next in 3, 2.
Howard 100 News sent roving reporter Lisa G to the premiere of Dinner for Schmucks. Since she is so used to dealing with all the schmucks around here, I'm sure she felt right at home. Schmuck. The case in point. Thank you, John.
I'm Lisa G. I'm with Howard Stern's news department. He's got a news department that covers the world of Howard Stern.
Okay, cool. I'm a big fan of Howard Stern.
You know, because he said he met you and he said that you were smoking.
He did. I heard that. Like, whoo, I'm blushing. Just, no, thank you, Howard.
Now, usually we're at the end of the line, okay? Because they show Howard Stern's news department no respect. Sure. But Paramount Pictures, your picture, Dinner for Schmucks, was nice enough to build us this whole, it's like an apartment.
It's very cool here, too.
You have the air conditioning.
Very nice.
So
it's sexy. This is a sexy little setup you got.
And I got dressed up for you guys.
Very beautiful.
Because in radio, you know, you do the best you can. We wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Gorgeous. Is that real champagne?
Yes, champagne. And we have the Baba Booey cupcake. Do you want one?
Was it?
Yeah. It's the Gary Delabate Baba Booey cupcake. He designed it himself. It's peanut butter.
Lisa, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Like, because I listen to the show a lot. I really like it. But you're so inundated with the show. Does it drive you crazy at night when you go to sleep? Like, God damn it, I gotta talk about the show so much. It's.
Well,
I used to be a busboy, and I would have nightmares about bussing tables. Do you have nightmares about covering the Howard Stern show? I don't mean that as a diss.
No. If anything, you know, you have your good days and bad days because they talk about your personal life or they make fun of you on the red carpet, you know.
Yeah.
But, and they also make fun of me that I don't have a life without holding a microphone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Being funny in the hallway is allowed, so long as you are quiet about it.
I personally think comedy is funnier when it's loud. But Baba Booey apparently disagrees.
Thank you, John.
Welcome.
Ronnie!
Ronnie!
What's up, you motherfucker?
You cocksucker.
Ronnie!
Get out of here.
Hey, yo,
You
hey.
prick cocksucker, Ronnie!
What's up, Gizzardies, Ronnie, baby? Yo!
Oh, you motherfucker, you! Get out of here! What's wrong with you?
And you're like right outside the door.
I have a Howard TV video.
And guys, by the way, guess. You know what I mean? Just like when you're doing it, these
provoking us, though.
I didn't say a fucking word. There's people here. Seriously, there's people here. Right? If you're gonna do your bit, it's just like it's embarrassing.
Is that like run your life?
No, not at all.
Rachel, do the honors. I wrote the wrap-up show introduction for today's show. Go ahead, read it.
It is with great pleasure I
No. Bigger, more emotion and vigor. It is with great pleasure that
It is with great pleasure that I introduce you to the multi-talented, award-winning co-host of the wrap-up show, Sir John Hein.
Maybe try it with a British accent.
Here's Richard, proving he's a true entrepreneur.
Not very British.
Neither are you.
I pitched an idea at a meeting to present to her that kind of got shot down, but I think, you know, like a lot of guys like to buy women's urine or their hair, and I think if she sold her urine and her pubic hair
Like a packet.
Yeah, or separately. I think guys would pay a lot of money for that.
As a fan of the show, before you worked here, if Robin was auctioning off her urine or her hair, would you bid on it?
If I was a millionaire fan of the show and I knew that I could put Robin's pubic hair on my mantle, as a fan, like in a frame, I would buy that in a second.
In all fairness, Rich is a guy who jerked off into a picture frame and gave it to Howard for his birthday.
John, do you know anybody, or for that matter, do you know anybody who knows anybody who's ever bought urine or pubic hair?
I can't say that I do.
Most of the porn Sal watches is beyond creepy. Even illegal in some states.
Does Sal just happen to come across porn clips of a mother and a son getting it on?
No, here's my theory, and this is why I know. This is why I know Sal's deep in the bowels of some weird porn shit. Like, I don't even get those clips sent to me by listeners. Usually, like, you know what I mean? You're going to weird places. Usually, a listener would say, "Wow, this is a really creepy clip. You got to have it." You find them all on your own.
You know, I have to tell you, I try to top the listener because we have 20 million listeners, and if I can beat 20 million people, that's pretty good.
That was an excellent full of shit on your feet answer.
No, because listeners send me some of the greatest porn. That last porn we had with the German guys were peeing on these girls and smashing pumpkins in their faces in cages. That came from a listener, and I was disappointed that I couldn't find that one.
Well, piss porn is one of your things. You like that.
Yeah, but never with fucking jack-o'-lanterns and smashing them in girls' faces over cages, and hitting them over the heads with bats
over
and
the
stuff.
line?
You can only be so lucky.
It was funny. You know how many emails I got requesting that porn, including Ralph Sorella immediately after that clip was played?
Ralph asked for it?
Ralph goes, "It's so creepy, but send it to me, please."
There's another one you found years ago that I always found super creepy. It was the guy was having sex with a girl, but he kept shoving her head in a toilet.
Oh, Rocco. Yeah, I believe it was Rocco Siffredi, one of my favorites. And the creepy thing about Rocco is that my brother-in-law, who married my sister, sounds exactly like him. So every time I hear him talk, I envision, him dunking my sister's head into a toilet bowl.
And wrapping up the wrap-up show is a call from a huge fan of Ralph Sorella's.
Chris in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey, Chris.
Yo, Adam Carolla was fucking fantastic today. Fabulous. The other guy was a fucking idiot. He was brilliant, best comedian in there in months, and the fucking worst thing, he's doing his fucking thing, and that fucking little faggot fucking Ralph calls have ruined the whole fucking goddamn show. 7 fucking phone calls the whole day, 2 are fucking Ralph, that fucking cornerette, scumbag, fuck rat.
This is the fakest anger I've ever heard in my life.
That fucking dirtbag piece of fucking scum shit.
Well, thank you, Chris. Although I don't think Ralph's fat. It's an interesting... I missed his point.
I am so happy we don't take callers on this show.
Yeah, those callers haunt me in my dreams.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Make it stop. Make it stop.
We will see you next week. And I'll leave you with great footage of Richard Christie scaring the testosterone out of high-pitched Mike. Ralph? No, we totally got him. Yeah, he just ran off the set screaming.
I did. I did.
Where is your beekeeper's helmet?
There's no hot chicks here.
Oh, okay. We got tons of email about that, by the way. A lot of people said, Howard, you have some friggin' nerve telling Gary to wear a helmet for his face. Take a look at your horrible face. And my point is, this is not talking about Gary. The complaint of the audience was when there's a hot chick in the studio, Gary, you see him standing there with a microphone, and his big fat head is disturbing.
Yes.
So now
a fencing
what is that, a fencing mask?
Yes.
All right. See, that's if he wears that, and then someone said, well, what about when you guys cut to your ugly face, Howard, and Fred's crabby old face, and Artie's big fat face?
Oh, come on.
And I said, and I'm saying, they cut to our face, but we're not standing in the shot with the girl. Don't blame me. You guys wanted Gary to wear, what is that, a welder's mask? That's good.
Well, hold on. I like that.
What is this? A motorcycle helmet. You should get a motorcycle helmet that's dark, though.
Yeah, you still see too much.
I can't breathe.
What?
I can't breathe in this one.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hold on. I'm not putting that on.
What is that, an ape? Try it on and see.
No,
if it
I'm not
works.
wearing it. It's a monkey wrist. Give me the football helmet.
Put the monkey helmet on.
Give me the football helmet.
When the E channel cuts to my face, I look like Jabba the Hutt.
Let me see that.
No,
What is
that's
that?
not good. That's
What happened?
They're too small, I think.
Tight, it hurt.
Get him a big helmet. What's the matter with you?
He's got a big head.
Yeah, put that on.
Oh!
That's good.
I think it's distracting.
Is that a Scott the Engineer mask? Where's my cigarettes? All right, no one can see this. Gary, next time, just put one of those things on. It's a wig.
Doug shopping all day yesterday.
He got inspired.
Yeah. Here's a whole bunch of things. Why don't you just hire a hot girl to hold the mic instead of Gary? Because Gary does a good job holding the mic.
Yeah, then you got a trainer.
Hey, guys, don't make Baba Booey wear something over his face. Let the audience decide on who they want to look at. Like Bob has said, if you're so distracted from the hot broad, then you aren't looking at her, then you're a
Here's the veil, I think.
With the exception of Robin. Oh, the veil is terrific.
Oh, that's a
That's the
camouflage
beekeeper's mask.
thing.
No, I
Yeah,
still see
that's
his
a
teeth.
beekeeper.
Oh, it's beekeeper?
Yeah.
That's good.
You don't think you see too much?
And you can breathe in that.
This works well for me because I can hear and I can see.
I think you can see too much face.
The worst thing you can say to another person is, your haircut's not good because you see too much of your face.
Baba Booey, what's the matter with you? Wear a veil. Stand up for yourself, you idiot. Where's your self-respect?
He said no.
You're hideous, but not much more than a close-up of Howard without his glasses, or Artie on a bed, S-ing himself. Let's face it, the only pleasing face in the studio is Robin.
Oh,
you're pretty much all effed up.
I agree. I agree with that, buddy.
This one just says Baba Burka. Put him in a full burqa. You have had some funny segments on your show, but the one about Baba Booey wearing a fencing hat because he is distracting is the funniest.
Baba Booey.
I definitely think Gary should wear a hat when holding the mic during hottie interviews, but I like the idea of a beekeeper hat better than a fencing hat. If I saw Gary on the E! Show with a beekeeper hat on, I think I'd fall on the floor peeing my pants. Great idea. You're the man, Howard. Well, thank you for that.
So it appears that my face is too distracting for Howard and the gang, and they had a big discussion over whether I should wear this, the beekeeper's outfit, or this, the welder's hat. And I think I feel a little bit more comfortable in the welder's hat. So this is my outfit from now on for when hot chicks come in, and when you see a hot chick, this is what you're going to see on the E! Show.